is live on Twitch.
Boop. We're gonna pop out a chat. You ever popped out a chat?
I tried once, but I had to go to the hospital.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday night. What are we gonna do? We're gonna talk about games and casting and all the other things that are attached to that. Possibly we might end up discussing some really bad legal stuff between Nintendo and whoever they're suing
Math.
this week. Yeah.
Nintendo doesn't like people doing unauthorized math, and it makes them very mad.
Math is dangerous, man. I mean,
Not even once.
Not even once, dude. Like, I mean, Jordan, I'll have you know, mathematics is a slippery slope, son.
Right.
That way leads to trig.
To crystal mathematics.
Yes, math leads to crystal meth.
You know, I didn't mind
crystal
algebra,
math.
but like when we got into trigonometry, I was like, get wrecked.
I didn't mind trigonometry. Linear algebra in my brain just didn't play nice.
Dude, I was so mad because I had like nonlinear algebra. They kept on putting me, like, I never understood the logic. I'm like, I suck at maths. Why do you keep putting me in more advanced maths? Like, I'm not good at this.
Right, and like, but like, here's the thing. Now that I've like had to like actually improve as a software developer, I understand where it's like, oh, they were teaching me about matrices because this entire problem is just a big matrix. Okay, no, this makes sense now.
See,
I really wish
all
I
of
did have that
changes,
foundation.
like, dude, if you give me a problem, a real world problem to solve, my brain's like, fuck it, let's go, man.
Right.
I would have been into it. Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Yeah.
Oh, it's doing a little bit of a pre-show. Yeah. I barely know enough maths to be able to Google to solve stuff. Like, that's about where I'm at right now.
See, my lovely, wonderful partner has a math degree, so she gets to do all the math.
Okay.
And I don't have to do all the math anymore because she's actually smart at it. So fuck.
North Ranger, I have your GIF paused where it just says the
the mats.
the math tricks. Dude, I don't know, man. Like, my thing was always like literature composition, not because I liked it. I was just really good at it. You know, I think we always was that a thing with you? I always gravitated to the things that didn't require work.
Yeah, the stuff that you were like kind of naturally good at.
Yeah, I
and,
straight
like,
up tried to take fucking German as an elective, and they didn't
it's
didn't
like-
work.
Right.
They put the kibosh on that pretty quick. I was like, damn it.
Well, so like I wonder because like there's definitely a difference between like spoken and like written language. So I know people who like grow up speaking Spanish will fail a Spanish class because like, you know, they speak conversational Spanish, and when they get asked to conjugate shit, they're like, well, doesn't come up.
You know what? It would have been beneficial because, like, to this date, because I do not speak that fucking language, man. Worth a damn, I can read it. That's about it. But, like, there's so many things that I've just never heard verbalized.
Mm-hmm. I think that's just like generally that's just like being a nerd problem of like reading words and like only ever seeing them in text and never hearing them. So you just like make up a pronunciation and hope for the best.
And Jinx.
Yeah.
And Jinx, well, I mean, think about like when we're talking about like our nerd sphere, though. Like, there's a almost 100% chance that we're just going to be communicating in text anyway,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
You can call up your buddy and be like, "Hey, man," I was like, "What was something wrong? Why'd you call me? What?" What do we got for you tonight, man? We got a new Steam client update. We're going to be talking about a new fest because we're running out of ideas for Steam Fest. At least Steam has, but hey, we're going to rock it on not one, not two, not three, but 4 new games. And bad news for AMD on the HDMI front.
bad news for all of us, really.
Yeah, bad news for everyone else because AMD is like, oh, less work for us. Cool.
AMD tried, man. They're like, come on. The HDMI is like,
Oh, hold up. My internet is doing that thing. I got to reboot my modem.
all right,
All right, BRB.
all right.
And speaking of things that you used to be good at school, I was really good at high school chemistry. Like consistently top scorer in tests to the point where my mom's like, "So, do you want to take a chemistry degree by any chance?" Because
Got
that's
Pedro
what she
Blanco
does.
over here.
Having a just full on chemistry engineer.
Chemistry legitimately put me to sleep when we were talking about like constructing chains.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it was like me listening to an audiobook at night. I had never understood how people could fall asleep. It knocked me right out. It just very sympathetic instructor. It's like, I will never use this. What else do we got? Oh yeah, we got the Nintendo thing. Of course, we're going to be talking about that at the end of the show. No Roblox on Linux. And of course, furry donuts.
Oh, that's the story we missed. I just noticed it.
What?
The fake duplicate games on Steam.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That happened for like it was like a 7-hour story. Then they just went back and like, hey, we've deleted these games, and they sent like messages to people. There were 2 instances of Helldivers too.
Yeah, and 3 instances of Pal World, and there were a few other popular games that also got cloned. But it seems to be by the same company. That they already had games on Steam, and they just changed the pages to look like the popular game.
Yeah, like, see, I want to know, like, were they actually hacked, or like what? Like, do we have like sleeper cell like scammers at this point, or are they that like legitimately put up a air quote legitimate game and then just wait for an opportunity like this? Like, what is the end game? Because you get paid, I think it's net 30 on Steam, so you don't get to touch that money. Like, you never get that money. Are you delivering malware, maybe?
That would be a way to do it, yes. Because people have an inherent degree of trust in Steam.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, you never think about doing that, right? Like, I got
And it's always big news whenever someone tries. So, yeah.
Clam AV. I think it was Clam AV that I downloaded. I wanted to check something because I found some Windows audio plugins from a company that Facebook bought. And like they were 100% legitimate, like abandonware. And before the company like shuttered its doors, it just put the plugins up and like, hey, download them. We've removed the license check and all that. And I found, like, of course, I went to the archive.org store and I'm like, did you guys? Of course, somebody saved that. I was like, I'm still gonna check these, man. And they were fine, according to Clam AV. But I don't know, what were they gonna do in a wine prefix? Like,
they could have something running as soon as the wine prefix comes up. Which is kind of a problem on Steam, because that wine prefix comes up as soon as you start Steam to translate those shader caches onto something wide can read.
the top of my ankle itched. It needed scratching.
You have a blood clot. It's making its way to your brain right now.
100%. Let's go, man. We're gonna clock the night, boys.
It's either that or cancer.
According to WebMD, yes. Oh man, like that's the true dude. Like there's like I just like I do not bother trying to look up anything online. I just call my like, yo, what is this? 'Cause it's just straight up doom and gloom all the way down. Peter, are you still playing your MMORPG online PvP,
Yes.
PoE?
The other Amazon MMO, not the popular one.
Okay. I didn't know there were 2.
Yeah. The other one's called Ark, conveniently enough.
That's not confusing.
Yeah.
Does it have dinosaurs in it?
No.
Ah, all right. That could be a plus or a minus.
Lost Ark. That's the full name of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's that Lost Ark is free to play, which is why it's the popular one. But yeah, it's Lost Ark and New World. They're the two Lumberyard games that are active and
Somehow still around.
yes.
Right. There's 100% chance Amazon has just forgotten about it. Wait. Didn't we have a game division at one point?
They're still releasing updates, and they're preparing the next big update for New World. This is supposedly coming out on March 12th, which I am curious, which is part of why I'm kind of mothballing the rest of the content. It's like, okay, I need something to keep me going until then so I can see what the new stuff is.
Ah.
All right.
Yeah, my thing this week, I finally just like did my thing. I'm like, I'm going to buy Devil May Yeehaw.
I grabbed Horizon Zero Dawn. It got cheap enough. I guess
How much?
$15.
I did $19.99. The only reason I did it, I'm like, I realized like it's been 2 years, you cheap fuck. It's not gonna get beyond like I went to the price track and I'm like, might as well, dude. Let's just go ahead and pull the trigger on it. I was thinking about The Last of Us, but I went and checked and it was like still $39. And
I
like,
wanted to grab Exoprimal. They still want $50 for that shit. Even on sale.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it on the show, but yes, your robots versus dinosaurs best at least got me like looking around. I'm like, what else is on sale?
Yeah, not much, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. There were no insta buys in any of those. I mean, there's a lot of like already on library.
Like I was thinking maybe Mech Warrior 5.
I played Mech Warrior 2 like a lot of people my age, but I never played it. I never get serious about it.
Well, so I was looking at Mech Warrior 5 because it was $15 and it has a co-op campaign, and I'm like, okay, that could be fun. But then I checked the reviews.
Devil May Yeehaw. It's good multiplayer.
Which one is that one?
Evil West.
Evil West. Okay.
Yeah. It's a game we might enjoy, and it's a character Pedro would dress as.
It's a character I would comfortably walk down the street dressed as. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently the co-op in Mech Warrior 5 is busted, so it's like, well, damn it.
Boo.
Well, shit. Well, there goes my one reason for wanting this game.
I'm having an alright time with this because it's like Vampires Wild West.
Evil West.
You know, it's very much, if you've ever read or actually seen the movies, not too bad. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yeah.
Very much that style universe. And I'm like, all right, fine, $20, tell me a story. I consider.
Oh yeah, it's still $30 here. Yeah. If it gets a little cheap.
Yahtzee liked it. There's a zero punctuation. Like by the end, he was like, I didn't like it. I was like, but by the end, fine. I realized I had a good time. I'll admit it. And I'm like, yeah, it's Devil May Cry in the Wild West with vampires, man.
All right.
It's the thing that threw me off because I started playing that game and I got to the point that I had all the weapons unlocked, and it threw me off that all of the face buttons was a different weapon. It's like, okay. It's like if you're mashing a button, if you accidentally mash another one, it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, you can button mash if you want to die quickly. Crowd management in that thing, there's been like two situations where I'm like, there's no way around this. This is impossible. This game's bullshit. And then, of course, I'm like, 4 minutes later, I'm like, fine, I'll try it again. And it does a good job teaching you that. I don't know why I have it on default difficulty, but you probably want to use your spare controller. You do get real smashy with it, like trying to do all the crazier things with like your lassos and. So when are they going to come fix your? What's your internet do again? I keep forgetting.
For whatever reason, downspeed just like goes from like 1 gigabit to like 20 megabits. That's like, boy, upload is fine. Upload is going at like the full 800.
Promise you probably get you have a bad SFP module either on your modem or whatever the other end of that cable's plugged into.
Probably.
That just sounds like it's a failover. It might just need cleaning. You have
Maybe.
a random thing to say to somebody. You have a fiber cleaning kit?
No, I don't imagine they're particularly expensive though.
14, 15 bucks. They're little click pens. You that might fix your fucking problem right there.
Maybe. So other people have reported this. So I'm not the only one. Like I was doing a little research. Some people have had success about like getting their hands on like MikroTik routers with like SFP ports and just using that, and just connecting via PPPoE. So now I'm on the lookout for a cheap one.
I have 2 I could send you for just slightly more than it would cost for you to buy them.
Okay.
You can, like, if you can get a router board 2003, that is like drastic overkill, and it's got a 1 gig SFP port on the front of it,
Okay.
and it's got an LCD screen with touch panels so that you can look at graphs and shit.
Okay. Is it just a 1 gigabit SFP port, or because like technically my service is 1.5?
Well, I mean, it's 1.25, whatever.
Yeah.
The full,
Okay.
yeah. I think it's the what is it?
I don't know. I'm not super knowledgeable about fiber interfaces. I'm like, is there like fast Ethernet, gigabit, whatever, like different classes, or is it all? It's just fiberglass. Fiberglass and a laser.
3011. That's the one. Yeah. That's what you can probably, because those are older now. Damn it! Where'd my browser go? You're not my browser.
Am I the only one?
Metal, Android, MikroTik. There we go. This guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I got one of those. Just not doing fuck all. Yeah, they're like $100.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that's what you'd pay for a, like, one of those like spider-legged fucking Asus router things.
Yeah.
Does it do Wi-Fi too?
Fuck no.
Yeah, at least the Asus Spider thing has,
Yeah,
you know,
but
the Wi-Fi.
At least this one is an affront to my visual senses.
Right. And I have a spare wireless or wireless AC router around. I can just repurpose it as an AP, open WRT or whatever. And
If you get the 4011, they get or the 5011, you can get them with Wi-Fi.
okay. Yeah, I don't have fun money to spend on that crap.
Nice to have, but don't need
Yeah,
budget. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of that going on right now because we're looking at moving. So, yeah, just the essentials.
Where you guys moving to?
Anywhere that's a hell of a lot cheaper than Cambridge, which is basically 20 draw a 20 mile circle around Cambridge.
No fun, you're no fun, Pedro. I had suggestions.
So you say Stratton, and I think of Stratton, Ontario, because there's a bunch of places here that are named after places over there. So it's like extra fucking
in
for
Canada, in Australia, in certain states in the US. Yes.
It's great when people are like, "Oh yeah, I went to London over the weekend." London, England, or London, Ontario. There's a difference.
Fortunately, I'm in a place where the name originated, Athens, right here.
Yes.
Yes.
In Georgia, the only place on the world
Georgia didn't exist at the
called
time.
that.
It was just Athens.
Yes.
Oh man, there's a couple of Athens around. We looked that up one time.
There's like Athens, Ohio, and like
around the world, man. Like
Yeah.
North America
like,
wasn't the only continent to crib off of.
ancient Greece. Yeah, I think a lot of folks were cribbing off of their notes. It's like we didn't rip these guys off. We all copied the same guy's homework. Come on. It's like I like Bill Gates's thing to Steve Jobs. It's like, no. You see, we both had a very rich neighbor named Xerox, and we pilfered their house.
Yes. Steve Jobs. Really, okay. I got two legitimate problems with Steve Jobs.
Okay, sure.
One, he killed Firewire. Not like you think. He killed Firewire because they had to negotiate. They worked out a deal with Intel. It was like fucking 25-cent support because Apple had the license to it. Then Jobs went to negotiate in person, and it's like, it's gonna be $1 a port. And fucking Intel was like, Thunderbolt, motherfucker. Two, he took a perfectly healthy, good human liver away from somebody so he could get like 12 months more of life.
Right, from his raw fruit diet, yeah. There's also the whole, like, abandoning his daughter thing that's pretty shitty. Yeah. Turns out rich people aren't always super nice.
I'm sure his family are well enough compensated for his shit childhood.
Yes.
Why Alaska? Oh. Alaska's not real. It's not a real place. It's a myth. When you get to the end of Canada, it's just more fucking Canada up there.
It's there just waiting for the pincer move
Canada
to
as far as the eye can see. Shut up, don't tell them about extra secret Canada. That's only for the Canadians.
Canada. Right.
That's where we go to get away from the Americans.
Fucking Narnia up there, man. Tim Hortons, as far as you can see. Tim Hortons kind of sucks now, though. So.
Tim Hortons always sucked. Like,
oh man, come on.
But they were cheap. But now they're not cheap, so now they just suck.
Tim Hortons went mainstream. Yukon's New Game Plus. I don't know, dude. Like, Alaska always seems interesting until you start looking at pricing for any fucking thing in Alaska. Is there like a knockoff Tim Hortons where they have like Tom Bits?
I mean, like they serve donut holes elsewhere, but
yeah, but I'm talking like somebody leaning into it. They're like, these aren't Tim Bits, these are Perry Bits,
Tom Bits.
Yeah,
there might be like small places, but there isn't like a big chain that does anything like that.
Does anybody else have like interesting names for their donut leftovers?
No. Doughball
Like the furry donut or
the furry donut. just fuck the donut, man. Just like cream filling, yeah.
Some of them even have a hole, so go nuts.
Well, even the cream-filled ones have little holes in them. Where do you think this cream comes from? Where do you think the scream comes from? The hole.
I'm gonna fuck you right in the cream hole.
The scream hole.
Oh, I can't find it. I saw a thing on Reddit from the low-cost cosplay guy. He did a Sauron.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, if you know. I'm like, oh. I can't find it. I'm not going to keep looking for it because that's some dangerous water to be treading in right there.
Oh, hey, bot. Perfect timing.
Goodbye.
That's only 15 minutes late.
That's good on the bot, man. Yeah. I expect the bot to wizard.
Actually, shit, no, it's like half an hour, isn't it? Shit.
Yeah, it's almost half an hour.
It's almost time to go.
Yeah, I wasn't watching the clock while my modem was rebooting. Okay.
How long does that thing take to reboot? A couple of minutes.
Yeah, a couple of minutes. Realistically, it probably doesn't take that long to actually power on, but then it's like, let's go through the whole handshake process.
Yeah, mine, I don't know, like 2 or 3 minutes maybe. It's still really weird when the internet blinks, though. Like, that just throws me for a curveball. I'm like, what's going on? What?
Yeah, it's because it's not immediately obvious, like the
It's
power going
immediately
out.
obvious how much shit in the house is connected to the internet.
Oh.
You're like, what?
I don't do a lot of the home automation, so yeah.
You do the ritual. It's like, let's open up google.com. Oh, that's not loading. Oh, fuck.
Hold on, ping 88888. Okay, yeah, shit's down.
Oh,
Ping,
no.
ping 192.168.1.1. All right, we still have LAN. We're good.
Dude, you do not want to ping 8888 and it work.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, hell.
DNS is down.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, it's 9 o'clock, so let's go ahead and hoop and toot. And get things loaded up.
Steven Tolito. All right, Asgard
Totilla,
map generator.
but yes.
I wonder if I can get the hood on over the... There we go.
Running around at the speed of ground. Got places to go. Got to follow my rainbow.
Yeah, this shit's gonna come off real quick. We'll get it for the intro, and that's it. All right.
Yeah. You gotta pretend the hole with your head in it is the mouth and be like
Fall over.
Danny DeVito coming out of the couch like, "Wah! Wah! That's the last time you try and eat me, Sonic."
All right, everybody. Let's record a show. And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. I am artist formerly known as Vince Stone, going as fast as I possibly can, because last week Aromatic Dev bought this and I said I was going to wear it, and that's starting to get warm again, so there you go. It sank. Legally distinguishable, not, don't sue me.
Vonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, but I got fucking
Sanic.
elbow gloves.
Sanic.
Yeah, listen, what really happened is I peeled a hedgehog. I'm going to have some Chianti tonight. It's going to be awesome. Speaking of Chianti, Jordan Huang. Yes, all the way up there, keeping Toronto nice, safe, and sound, and soon to be living in Brighton, Pedro. I'm just moving you random places, man.
I kind of wish my neighbor was a cow, honestly. Like, that would be kind of dope.
Mateus, together with you, Shadow Realm Dynamic, helping us form Cocaine Voltron. Ooh, what's up? What's new, man? I've been playing around with, we were talking about this in the pre-super shows, and I was playing around with a caching plugin called Lightspeed, which is a bit more involved than your standard like website caching thing. I've been using it for interfacing Linux. Now we're using it because I went through the trouble of setting up the backend server for linuxgamecast.com. Did that, and it has a beautiful ability to just like straight up lie to page speed rankings, which I approve of, and just like that way of like wink, pretty cool. Outside of that, Jordan, I saw I was mentioned in a tweet from the director of like desktop graphics at Red Hat, and I'm like, oh fuck, the fuck did I do this
called
time?
Out.
Yeah, it was not good feels. I was like, oh shit, what did I do? Apparently, he bought a FireWire interface, and he's going to send it to the creator of Pipewire,
good old Wim
Taymans, and he's going to take a look, see if we can get those FADO drivers up and working, which I'm like, hey, I might have helped or assisted in doing a good.
No relation to Wim Hof, though. He's
None.
not like writing audio drivers while like sitting in buckets of freezing cold water. Although
None.
he might be. I don't know. Maybe he does that.
Jordan, outside of rebooting that modem, what have you been up to, man?
I've been sitting in buckets of freezing cold water. No, I have not. That's not a thing that I do. No, I've been fucking around with WireGuard lately, and I was mentioning that in the pre-super shows, and I am very, very impressed with just how good a project it is, and just how inferior all other VPNs are in comparison at this point. Like by a country mile, it is not funny.
But dude, I mean, considering how much you got to pay for it,
I know it's the most expensive free software I've ever used. Just like Nginx.
All right, Sync, you gotta come off. You're getting on my nerves. Pedro Mateus, when you're done saving all that money, all that cheddar.
Yes, we are very much looking to move somewhere that isn't stupidly expensive. Cambridge, United Kingdom.
Greece.
You
Even
can move
going
in
back
with
to
Giannis.
Portugal would be significantly cheaper at this point, but yeah, no, somewhere that we're still, because Nori wants to, get a job somewhere in and around Cambridge, and my job is still very much here. So yeah, somewhere within driving distance. So we're looking basically far from Cambridge and far from London. So not south. North, east, west, sure, not south.
How much livestock are you willing to live with?
Fair point.
That's fine. We don't
With
mind
in the house.
cows. We don't mind the cows ever, just watch the cows walk out in the backyard and see cows
Oh no,
grazing.
the,
That's fine.
the cows are in your kitchen and they're
Yes.
demanding that you feed them.
They have guns.
They won't demand for long because I won't feed them.
Well, then you're gonna be in some deep bullshit.
Monster.
Let me tell you.
Something that doesn't care whether or not you feed it is the horse who shows up each and every week.
Yeah, it's hungry for justice. It's hungry for him. That's what it is. It's the Steam
And there's a new update.
Oh.
Yes, if if you've been following the betas, you already have all of this. It's just the big roundup that they do for the stable client, which it is a sizable change log that they have going on there. The one that jumped out at me was fix the case where the client could get stuck in the shutting down screen. Yeah, see, on my end, it's not that it gets stuck on the shutting down screen, it just doesn't fucking quit. The tray icon just stays there, and System D goes, "Look, it's been 90 seconds. I'm gonna shoot you in the head now," and then it goes away. But yeah, there's a lot, especially if you also have a Steam Deck. There was also a new version of the Steam client for the Steam Deck that comes with all of these fixes as well, and especially the Steam input ones, very, very important. So yeah, pretty good.
I don't know, man. Like two things. One, you might have noticed if you have this, they fixed an issue with the CD key thing not popping up, right? You know the thing, if you bought a game and it had a CD key and it's like, hey, you might want to copy this and save it or your house will burn down. That's fixed. And the reason I know, because it wasn't popping up and now it is, and it wouldn't go away. Apparently they just reset that. So don't panic. Don't panic if that shows up and you're like, oh. And another thing they changed. If you're over here on Team Green, you might know we recently got the ability to get like proper hardware acceleration with NVIDIA on Linux and the Steam client. I'm like, that's neat. That's great. Also, that shit's broken again. So lovely. That's how I knew something had changed in the Matrix, and I went looking and I'm like, oh, there's that update right there. Did you run anything crazy on your end, Mr. Swung?
No, I didn't. Things are nice and stable in AMD land vis-a-vis the Steam client. I guess that's just because of the Steam Deck, though. Like they actually test that shit there, so I have some reasonable amount of confidence that it will work.
Where's my Jensen deck?
the Gen Deck.
Oh, right, that's a Switch. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Let's get fierce, raw, and what can only be described as the we're running out of ideas, lads. Best.
Cue the Jurassic Park kazoo remix. Yeah.
You can get free points if you play the Steam game, which I don't know. I never do. Featured dino robots, and what do we have in this fest? A couple of things you might know, like Ark. Detroit's got robots. Ultra Kill, Mech Warrior 5. You were thinking about Mech Warrior 5, but it's like $14.99. You're like, nah, man.
Well,
Terminator Resistance is worth it.
$14.99 for a co-op game, maybe, but the co-op is broken. So
there's The Isle, which I have no care. Oh, the Talos is 22.
Horizon was on sale for 75% off. I grabbed that for 15 Canadian.
The Cinnamon Toast Weave is
Stella.
at the end. It's a visual novel. Ooh,
You play as anime Marlon Brando.
I'm good. Yeah, if you don't have a Horizon Ginger Turbo, it's like $12. Go ahead and pick that up.
It's real cheap now. Yeah, so I decided I'm gonna give that a shot reluctantly. But yeah, I'm not really impressed by some of these sales. I was looking through things like Into the Breach is $5, and that's a really good game. So if you don't have it, you should get it for $5. But like nothing super compelling. Nothing that I was like, ooh, I wanted to get Exoprimal, but like that's still at 50% off, still like $40. It's kind of expensive.
I looked through my wish list, and the biggest discount was Lego 2K Racers, and that discount started 2 days before this sale went live, so it's not even fucking related. It's the one that I saw that I mentioned earlier is Terminator Resistance. It's possibly one of the best Terminator games ever. If you haven't played it, it's the combat is a lot more RPG like. It's a lot more Fallout-ish than most typical shooters of the day, but it is absolutely a very, very fun game, and they tell a very good story. It's only like 10 or so hours long, the story, but for the discount, it's 65% off right now. It's pretty good.
The only thing I saw that, because here it is, man. It's like less about the sales. These fests for me are like exposure. And I guess in a weird way, it did work for Valve, though, because it got me looking around. I was like, I don't care about any of these games. Let's go see what's on sale. And a game that has I've been wanting to play for a while was Devil May Yeehaw, or as they like to call it, Wild West. And no,
Evil West.
No, there's no giant robot spider.
Wiki Wild Wild West.
That's where the joke was going, but it's Evil West now, so all right.
There's Wild
actually,
West, there's Weird West, there's Evil West.
I mean, I want the Jim West DLC for it. Desperado.
I enjoyed playing it. No, pretty decent game. It was like $19.99, and I was like, man, I've been thinking about buying this forever. I think it's regular, like $40 or whatever. But it's been 2 years, so I went ahead and bought it. Had a good time with that. But what do we think about Fest? Do we even just pay attention to them? Have you seen a Fest in recent memory where you were like, fuck yes?
Well, they had that co-op Fest. Or no, they had the remote play one coming up. That's going to be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's also the there's Deck Builder Fest, which I am curious to see because I like deck building games. So
deck building games, I was like, I get it, but I never. Okay, to what Jordan was saying, like we have a fest, but where are them sales, man? Like,
well, I mean,
20, 30, 40, or 40, you're getting in the waters, but like 20, 30% get wrecked. It's going to be 20, 30% off in 2 weeks from now anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, what I'm saying is it's not really fest worthy for me. Yeah, I'm like, oh, a fest, you're gonna some great deals, and like, not really.
Well, it's like it's that problem that Steam has, where like, oh, it's not on sale. Wait 2 weeks because there's like a sale or a promotion or something basically all the time, to the point where like, when everything is a celebration, nothing is, right?
You know what's a really good celebration?
What?
Crowbars.
They're delicious and high in iron, and I really love snacking on them. Yeah, Crowbar Collective. You might know them from a little game called Black Mesa, where they took that first Half-Life and they updated it to use the Source engine, or Source 2 engine. And yeah, people like that. And now they're going to make a new game. Well, that's all we know at the moment. We got a trailer with some colorful lines converging into like a diamond, and I don't know. To me, that seems like it's probably going to be like some sort of competitive game, maybe a shooter, maybe.
Nope. It's going to be exclusive for the Atari VCS.
Yeah, it's gonna be an Atari FPS where you got to like shoot blocks and everything is a block.
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, we get this little trailer and we get a lot of speculation. I wonder, at first I was like, oh man, are they going to pull like a Thanos dodge? Are they going to do it themselves? Do Quarter Death 4? And yeah, but I don't know. Based on this, yeah, it looks like it could be a team-based game, 4 teams.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I don't know. I saw the like the color palette that they chose, and the fact that the crowbar turns green. It's like opposing force, gotcha. And then there's the blue lines, blue shift. Okay, so there's the orange lines, just the Half-Life, could be Half-Life Decay, the PS2 one that had the co-op campaign, and purple for.
Purple rain.
Yes, purple for Prince.
Yeah, no, it's just Half-Life 2, but you're Prince instead of Gordon.
Yes, I'd play the shit out of that, dude.
Right?
Fuck yeah, man. So ultimately, yeah, we basically confirmed it's going to be a remake of a Half-Life 2 in the Source 2 engine.
Yeah, starring Prince instead of Gordon Freeman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Done.
I just
I mean, you have a hard time not getting people to not play that game, right?
yes.
I don't know. Do you like really think they're going to stick with a Valve IP? I'm pretty sure like they want to like we want all the money.
Well, yeah, and like this what was it? Fucking I'm spacing on the name, even though I just fucking said it. But it put them on the map. Black Mesa put them on the map, right? Like it
Right.
gave them a lot of reputation. It gave them a lot of eyes on them. So yeah, now if they want to transition to some original IP, now would be a good time to do that. If unless Valve scoops them up, they're like, you know what? Why don't you're us now? That Black Mesa is now the official.
Okay, if you
Half-Life
like,
port.
need money, Valve knocking on your door, you're like, that's awesome. But if you just want to make games, Valve knocking on your door, like, what? Do you need
So
something?
you want to pay me to not make games,
Right.
right?
I'm like, I
mean,
don't know.
I would love to get paid to not work. What are you talking about?
That sounds good in theory, doesn't it?
yes.
Up next, couple of new games we have this week. On top of Crowbars, things that are actually out is Pedro, probably the most Quake-looking fucking Quake game this side of Quake.
Oh yes, and Linux native too. Wrath, Aeon of Ruin. If you are into the boomer shooters, you might want to put your boom shoot cap on because it's out. It's out of early access. You can get it on. I already owned the game. I bought it when it was an early access. They had a pretty good sale, so I just bought it then. I have been waiting to play it until it was out. It is, so I'm gonna get into it very, very soon. It's it's published by 3D Realms, the new 3D Realms, and made by Kill Pixel and Slipgate Ironworks, which Slipgate Ironworks, they have a bit of a storied history. It's like the or am I confusing them with someone else? I could be confusing them with someone else.
Like that stopped you.
Slander them. Slander them live on the air,
Go
baby.
Okay, I'm not. They made Blast Out of Hell, which it wasn't great.
So this is actually done on ID Tech too, which I mean, you know what? As long as you're not using Unity, I'm on board with it, right? Yeah.
You gotta imagine, you gotta dig up some old timers to get to work on that stuff, right?
I wonder, like,
Do you really think we get like the hipster kids going around like, I know how to tango with ID Tech too, and they look at it and they're like, what was wrong with you people?
yeah, I mean, there's some masochistic Gen Z people, yeah.
Quite possible. This really genuinely looks like, a more fleshed out. Imagine if the original Unreal was done in id Tech 2, and it kind of had that look to it. What is it? 2124, currently on sale, 15% off. It's single player. And, okay. I'm not against it. I'm just not into boomer shooters. I was there, man, when the fucking shit was written. Like, I'm good. I don't need to go back to it.
So was I, and I still very much enjoy them. And yes, it is Slipgate Ironworks that I was talking about. They're also the ones who made Graven, which has been very
this bit of heresy though. 64-bit only.
I need it to run on my 8-bit computer, man. My 8-bit BBC Micro.
For the 2024, I think that's to be expected.
Oh,
all right. Well, maybe we can just kill some windows instead.
Quite possibly.
Window Kill is a game where a bunch of where you're in a window on a Microsoft Windows desktop, and you gotta stay inside the window and shoot the sides of the window.
Horror genre, huh?
Yeah. Right. So this is what I mean, right? Like. The whole notion of like, oh, you have to actually fight the level in addition to all the enemies is an interesting little gameplay twist. I just don't know if I want to spend my free time on a Windows desktop. That just seems like bad time for me, and that it immediately does not makes me not want to play this game. But it is available natively on the Linuxes though. If you do need some Windows desktop emulation and don't feel like running KDE. Yeah.
People seem to like it, man. Overwhelmingly positive. 535 reviews. I actually ran across this Pedro. He posted it to our game dev, and he's like, "Hey, man, I'm fucking around with this different mechanic." And I'm like, "All right, cool, man. Let's get
very cool."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember playing a similar game. I can't remember if it was part of the After Dark pack of software It was like some weird game pack like that for like the old Windows, where you'd start it and it would.
Does it have online multiplayer?
No. You remember that
It's
one
shared.
website that you would go to that would be like, "You are an idiot," and just spawn all the pop-up windows?
Yeah,
Like,
I
That
remember
was
Yahoo.
yeah,
What
that
about
was
it?
that one too.
Yeah.
But no, this one it spawns some ghosts, and you would have to double click on the ghosts. But as soon as you click the ghost the first time, it would select them, and they would just go all over the screen and stupidly fast, and you couldn't click on them. And yeah, so basically you were stuck there until you managed to close all the ghosts. So I don't have fond memories of those times, and
So
I don't
So
long
the-
for those days.
So this has split screen co-op. I
Mm-hmm.
kind of want them to implement like online co-op, but like over RDP, like actually over Windows Desktop. that would be pretty badass.
That would be
if they
kind of
actually-
slick, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, man, I'm so far removed from Windows at this point. I was like, I don't know. Is that what Windows? Is that Windows 10 or Windows 11?
That's Windows 10,
Okay.
but they have like a window, but like the background's Windows XP and
Yeah.
I think they
Okay.
have, like,
If
the-
you could change it like the Windows XP mode, maybe I could rock and roll with
Windows 3.1, Microsoft Bob.
that. Oh yeah, dude. Windows 1.0. Let's just do it in DOS, baby. What are we? $4.99. Go pick it up if you want. Support anybody who goes ahead and drops out. Dude. I mean, you're trying something different.
No,
Yeah, change
fight the
the
level.
play area.
Yeah.
There we go. And closing up, because I always like to give studios a mention if they at least go through the trouble of getting Steam Deck verified. What the fuck is that? Okay, check it out. If you got a game like, Valve was like, hey, we'll get around to like checking it and like see like maybe if it works on deck and we'll put like a little symbol up there. But if you want to go through like a little song and dance, well, like thumbs up, it's Steam Deck verified. And usually that works out unless name your games like The Last of Us. Then you're like, did anybody fucking really try this on a Steam Deck? I don't believe you. However,
We pressed play. That was it.
if you're a fan of Star Wars and ice skating, we got something for you. Dark Forces Remastered.
Kyle Katarn.
I didn't really think
Yeah.
about the original game.
OG
Man.
Kyle Katarn without the goatee.
Remastered cutscenes and well, that looks slightly better. Come on.
It looks
60 by 9.
significantly better because the original game was 320 by 240.
Okay,
that was it.
We got dust. We got
It's,
dust.
it's not interlaced anymore. We got full image, man.
The wiggling graphical cutscenes, what passed for cutscenes back in the day, literally look like Flash animations now. So there's that.
And they remade, seriously, major kudos to Night Dive because they remade all of the cutscenes,
Mm-hmm.
still in the same style of the original, and they up-resed all of the textures and everything. Seriously, if you played the original Dark Forces, try this one or just have a look at the trailer or someone playing it on YouTube. It looks amazing.
As you mentioned, this is a Night Dive joint, and they also did Quake Path Mastered. So how is the movement? Is it ice skating?
What
I don't
would
know.
Brian Boitano do if he was here right now?
I do genuinely hope the movement is a little bit more accurate in
Yeah,
this one.
the first thing that came to mind is like Night Dive Studios. Oh, you're the lads that turned Quake into an ice skating game because the physics are not right in Quake Path Mastered at all. Still to this day, it's $29.99. That's a big ask, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for
Yeah, no,
nostalgia.
it's not cheap.
Nostalgia, like maybe like if you can't help yourself, and like they did say like, hey, we went through the trouble. It's got the verified learn more thing on it, so at least give it a mention.
Yeah.
Oh,
They actually put in a lot of work to make it not just for the Steam Deck, but to actually make it look decent. So yeah,
Unfortunately, you won't be able to experience. Oh, well.
I was gonna say, but we get back into what we were talking about last week with like sharp polygons, man.
Well, yeah, and the whole like all of these games were made for like monitors with some fuzz, right?
Well, with some fuzz and like this is like that weird time when things weren't all 3D yet. We were like 2.5.
yeah, no, these are sprites still. It's very
Yeah,
high
the
res
level's
sprites.
3D, but like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there that's like following you around. You're like, hey, wait a minute, I know what's
Yeah.
going on. When we had Quake the first time, we were fascinated by just walking around shit. All right, it was a simpler time, kids. Now, Jordan's fine. You were about to bring up.
Well, I was going to say was one thing you can't do is experience the OG Dark Forces remastered on a 120 hertz 4K TV over HDMI if you have an AMD video card.
My broke ass
Get
can in
fucked.
4K, 120, man.
You
what do
can if you're using the
God damn.
proprietary drive.
Fine.
Yeah.
So
Why would
can.
you do that?
Right. It's not possible. HDMI Forum has rejected AMD's Linux driver support for HDMI 2.1. That's right. Like Jordan was saying, 4K 120 and get the fuck out of here. 5K 240. Yeah, that exists. Apple. The HDMI Forum has rejected AMD's proposal. This rejection prevents Linux users of newer AMD Radeon graphics cards from taking full advantage of HDMI 2.1 equipped displays. What does this mean for you at home? Well, if you happen to, are just buried in 5K 240 or 4K 120 monitors laying around, you're like, damn it, all I have is HDMI cables, get fucked. However, if you have a DisplayPort cable, you plug that in and it's just going to work like normal. Now, I think the bit of contention here is AMD spent time, resources, and energy working up a proposal to work with the HDMI gangsters and say, hey, let's open source this spec to the point where it'll work with our open source drivers. AMD was trying to do a good for the open source community, probably because it would make money for them somehow. They worked it out, and you can never tell. And the HDMI mafia came back and went, LOL, get wrecked, not going to happen. And this is really a big deal on Linux, because as somebody who went through the trouble of showing you how to get the professional drivers installed on a modern Linux distribution, step one is go install a different distribution than you're currently running, because that's AMD don't give a fuck about their binary drivers. They're like, it'll work with this and this, and that's it. What about nope, won't work with that?
It won't work with your Polaris card anymore either.
Right.
So
it's not a fun time. And this is like one of those situations where you're going to be the correct drivers to use on AMD on Linux as the open source drivers. Period. If you're going to be playing games, watching stuff, just not going to work. And I really didn't realize it. So now, gentlemen, who's got HDMI plugged into a monitor right now? Who's got 120 hertz?
I have a 144, but it's over DisplayPort.
Ah.
Yeah, but so here's the thing though. A lot of new TVs are coming out with 4K 120 hertz
That's
panels.
great. This is my computer.
Right, but you'd still might want to like output your computer to whatever screen you have handy. And if you spend all your money on a
monitor.
TV,
What are you talking about, homie?
oh, that is you and not everyone else.
Sounds like an everyone else problem.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is, an everyone else problem. This, and really, like, when are we going to start seeing USB-C on TVs? The HDMI stranglehold is like kind of one of those really baffling things, because there are just better outputs.
What are you baffled about? HDCP.
Well, yes,
we're done.
As if we needed more evidence than copy protection.
That's why
innovation.
HDMI hooked up, got its claws in, and is still around with a death grip today. HDCP, which is copy protection. That's it. That's the end of the fucking discussion right there.
Which is like super easy to circumvent, except for the fact that it's legal. We'll get to that a little bit later.
Yeah. Again, Jordan, you're 100% right. Like, try to buy an HDMI splitter that doesn't strip it. Nobody claims they strip it, but they all fucking strip it.
Sometimes you'll get unlucky and you'll get the one that doesn't. Like the EVGA XR1, it's just refuses to play an HDCP signal.
And like looking at some of the Reddit threads of like some of the users that are just like, oh yeah, no, you gotta get like this one active adapter. This is the one that we know converts HDMI to DisplayPort, or HDMI 2.1 to DisplayPort 1.4 or whatever, and like it'll do it and not like completely jack up your image.
But it really is like the chicken and the chainsaw problem, though, man. Like, if you get DisplayPort on your TV, like, fuck else you're going to plug that into outside of a computer. Like, you basically got a pity thing. I remember back in the early aughts, my buddy bought like this ginormous tube TV. I mean, it probably was like coming up on like 48 inches. It had a fucking VGA port on it, though, man. I was like, yeah. You got to find like that. I'm sure there are some the price of like TVs are so cheap now, they're not going to throw any extra benefits unless like you're buying a relatively, like, expensive one. Maybe you might get a DisplayPort and dealing with active.
You have to get an expensive dumb TV, right? Like, that's kind of it. They don't want you plugging shit except for like a console in there these days,
monitors.
Right?
Yeah. If you're not going to be watching actual TV, just buy a monitor.
Yeah.
They just need to make like big, like 65, 70 inch, like regular ass monitors that I could buy, right?
They do. They're mostly targeted at business.
Right, yeah. And they have that business price tag attached to it.
But they're really cool because you have to buy a kiosk stand in order to hold them.
Right, yeah.
True story. All right. That's a big womp womp. And no, they're not going to do anything about it. I mean, there's nothing AMD can legally do. Now, I guess maybe AMD could just make it work. But the thing is they can't put the HDMI logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
call it iWitch instead.
Call it nothing. Be like mystery hole with question marks around it. And,
Call it GDMI, the goddamn media interface.
There we go. Yeah, that just really sucks that HDMI exists in that state right there. But there we go, man. And there's really nothing we can do about it. Like, just make sure that your next display has a DisplayPort, not HDMI.
Yeah.
There we go.
Or Type-C, like Jordan mentioned.
Or Type-C. Yeah, I mean, don't get your hopes on that one.
I was really hoping that like Apple's big push for that would result in some TVs like actually like having Type-C ports.
I thought everything like there's so many technical innovations that we should just have right now. Like right now, everything should be like if Intel had gotten off their ass and quit trying to if they hadn't Intel Thunderbolt so hard.
Yes.
Like everything should be Thunderbolt right now. That should be the universal, like, fuck USB, fuck everything else, just Thunderbolt, done.
Wired PCI.
eGPU, done. Display, done. Audio, done. Whatever.
That would have been a nice moon feature.
Yeah, can't have that. Can't have nice things. However, on Linux, Pedro Mateus, we can now have furry donuts.
Yes. We can have the fuzzy butthole that all the Windows users have been playing with for the past however many years. Firmware version, yes, 2.1.0 has been released, and it comes with apparently this is news for the Windows crowd too. It comes with 64-bit executables, and of course the Linux version, which is also 64-bit only. And yes, we've all been playing with the fuzzy butthole over the week. There was a rash of screenshots being shown on our Discord when this was first announced, and Ven has a little benchmark that you can run in the show notes. So yeah, post that as a YouTube comment.
Oh,
just confuse the shit out of everyone else.
Oh no! Wait, why am I going to? Let's go to my other Linux named website. What's it called? Interfacing. There we go. I did some firmware. Here we go. I did some benchmarks. If you want to see, here's the little command. Yeah, it's over on Interfacing Linux. But on the 3060, my old crusty retro vintage 3060. Oh boy, we were crushing it at 2160p running that, getting 4,689 frames generated in a mere 120 seconds, but not to be left out because this is Team Green, right? This is Team Green. You're thinking, man, what about Team Red? Had to break out the 5600G, which was able to crush 714 frames at 2160p, which falls very well into the I'm surprised you could do it at all, little buddy, with Vulkan 1.3. I thought that was pretty cool, man. Now, back to the real thing. So the 3060, this is going to be our baseline right here, which is an old 12 gig card, 2 generations old, 4,600 FERPs. That's how many frames I got. How many did you get, Pedro?
I didn't get the total FERPs count, but I got a minimum of 48.
What was your average? Let's just stick with averages so we're not.
Yeah, the average is 50.296,005.
Okay, 50. I got 39. Jordan over here with his big boy, get wrecked, you scrubs GPU.
79.5 at 2160p-ish.
And what was that with?
That was with the 7800 XT.
Ah.
Yeah. So technically it's 3840 by 2123 because it didn't want to go full screen. It was stuck in a window. But it's close enough. It's I don't think the extra couple pixels are gonna really make that.
I did see there was because when we were running it and people were posting on our Discord about it, Jalo, one of our patrons, was like, "There's some weird artifacting at 4K. Just everything else below that is fine. It's just 4K. It's like some weird stuff happening." And I look at his videos like, okay, so the alpha channel is just fucking up, and it's instead of being transparent in showing what's behind it, it's just showing like a white bit. It's artifacting. And it's present there with the 6700 XE. Also has a 6700 XE. Apparently Jordan also ran into a little bit of that. So
you see, ladies and gentlemen, they were experiencing artifacting on both of their AMD, therefore rendering their results invalid. Clear winner here, 3060.
Superior.
Yeah.
But like This was genuinely the first time I heard that card get a little whiny. I'm like, what's that noise? That's like actual coil whine. Wow, this is the first time this has actually been a problem.
Let's just go ahead and roll that back. If you're unfamiliar with Furmark, it's how you torture your GPU. That is its sole purpose for existing is like slamming it.
Yeah,
like it's not there for fun. It's not there because you enjoy furry donuts. It's like, fuck this evening.
Did you install that new cooler right?
Stress
Did you use the right amount of thermal
right.
paste? Right.
This is something that you want to run while you're compiling a kernel after a new build to see if something pops, man. Just like, all right, let's just go ahead and do that.
Well,
if you want to see like how much power your PC can draw from the wall, this is the thing you run. This is the power vampire.
It's a good thing.
If you are very cold in the dead of winter, you should run this benchmark.
And like we were talking in the pre super shows, and go back and listen to that. We're getting 3D Mark later this year, so we're gonna have like something resembling a good test suite. For,
man,
doing GPUs on Linux.
For Onyx, they're gonna have to step up their game.
No, man, you need to understand how good Warsaw runs on your 4090.
Xenoclash, or it's not Xenoclash. What's the other one?
Xonotic.
Xonotic, that's the one.
What about Roblox?
Well, can't do that no mo. So I mean, we heard about it. We heard the rumors. It's official. Roblox will be dropping support for Wine, and it's already started to pop up. I saw some screenshots in our Linux today, or our Linux gaming, where they're like, I hate Roblox now because Wine has been blocked. They actually will like pop up a little message that says, we're sorry, Wine is blocked. And you might be wondering, why exploitative child labor machine Roblox would you not want Linux users into your little playground? And they said, because y'all are cheating and we're not making as much money as a result. And instead of actually properly implementing anti-cheat, our job as rent seekers is mandates us to just ban an entire platform because that's more cost effective. And that's basically what happened. They are saying that like, oh, we are detecting more cheaters coming through on using Wine.
Now, do you think that's fabrication or just like, yep, probably are?
Well, so here's the thing. If I was running a bot farm, running bots with Linux is a lot easier than running
automation,
it on Windows.
baby.
Yeah, like straight up.
Wine just makes it convenient there. Like, all right, nice little piece of middleware we got to.
Yeah, it's a real nice shell script wrapper where you can just like do a for loop and like just run a bunch of Wine clients, right?
Now, can you fight against that? Yes, you can. But time, resource, and all that. And they're like, we're too busy collecting money, you fucking nerds.
From underage people.
Exploiting children for labor. Mm-hmm. They yearn for the mines.
But yeah, no, I'm still willing to bet, even if there were bot farms, which probably were. But yeah,
yes, but don't let that get in the way.
I do suspect... historically, given that the game hasn't worked on Linux for years and it started working last year or in 2022, and now it's going to be broken again, I suspect there was a lot more cheating happening on Windows that their bullshit anti-cheat system never really caught. Then,
as many people have brought up as well, anything that's possible through Wine is possible through Windows because.
Yeah,
but to Jordan's point, if I was going to be cheating's fine. Yep. Cheating at scale, way simpler on Linux.
Right. Apparently, there are like just cheater ISOs where you install a Linux that boots up Roblox with all the cheats loaded.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Apparently, they're using Mango HUD and shit.
We're thinking about little Tibby like doing. I was like, no, I'm talking about like deployment type shit. And I'm like,
so someone who is trying to like make actual money off of Roblox. Yeah.
Fix your shit. Look at this though, man. Put a positive spin on it. Roblox, once again, is an effective tool to prevent your children from playing it. Linux, just install it. It's Roblox proof now. You don't have to worry about it.
You don't got to spend any more Robux, which is what the currency is
and
called.
Look at this. Dude, they will be trying so many things on their Linux distribution to try to make it work. They'll end up accidentally learning something.
Right.
Oh, there we go. Just don't play the damn game. Or like, go back to your Windows. Like, I have never understood the one game bullshit. with like I would use Linux, but never pay attention to these motherfuckers because they'll never fucking use Linux in the first place. That's just something they like to get out and say so they can get a little false cred. Be like, yeah, I'm right there with you. We're the same. I would totally be. No, the fuck you wouldn't. Shut up. Now,
but to be fair, there are those people,
Pedro. Right now, I'm being polite.
who play the one game. There are the people that you look at their Steam history after they add you on Steam and they have 12,000 hours in one game.
Well, no, now you can buy a ROG Ally. It's great. It's on sale right now.
It is. I just checked while you guys were talking, and it is still on sale. The ROG Ally is $200
sure
off
about that?
on Best Buy if you're in the US. You can get the 512 gig version with the.
Do you get a link? You better get a link to Best Buy.
No, don't click on that one because
I know I can't get to it because it's got all the blocking shit on the browser.
Yes.
Okay, Pedro, you talk ad nauseum and I'll find the link.
Yeah, I just posted it on Discord.
Where? I'm not on Discord.
Okay.
God damn it. Perfectly good show notes we're all reading over here on Discord. But tweet it to me, motherfucker.
I sent it to you on co-host. Hold on.
God damn it. All right.
There you go. It's the basic version. It's not the Z1 Extreme, not the one with the big fancy processor. It's the lower end version, but it is Steam Deck price right there. That's absolutely. That's $5.99.
You know, that's not.
And you get a game and you get a month of Game Pass. That's not bad. That's actually not a bad deal.
That was when it was first released, the one with the Z1 Extreme. People were saying, okay, that's the price of the most expensive Steam Deck. It's a little like $50 more expensive than the priciest Steam Deck, and it's a fairly good deal if you can deal with Windows. Or
who the fuck still has wall clocks?
Literally every office around here.
This is clearly someone's parents' house, right?
Yeah, like clearly, man. Like a wall clock that looks so out of place. That's weird. I'm like, I think one of those in a minute.
But yeah, it is. Chances are, if you're someone who is listening to us and you're thinking about getting the ROG Ally, that's a damn good price for the low end version. That's
way overpriced, Pedro. I'll have you know, Mateus, for mere $199, I can get a PlayStation Portable and play Android games on it.
Yes. Or you can try and bribe that Google engineer that managed to jailbreak it and install PPSSPP on it so that you can actually play actual games.
Just play Final Fantasy Tactics on it.
Dude, 7-inch 1080p, 120 hertz screen on this bad boy. RDNA 3, which is fine. 16 gigajoules of memory RAM in this bad boy. Now, this would be infinitely more interesting if we could just go over to the Steam store and download a copy of SteamOS 3. Get wrecked, but we can't, which also really sucked. But do you think this is just the beginning? Because my first thought when I saw this, I'm like, Best Buy's not alone. A lot of retailers have these things. You know, you see the success of the Steam Deck, then you got, the Fierce, the Claw, then you got the Ally and all this shit. You're like, Legion, we're going to be selling the hell out of these things. All right, stock them up. How about it? Everybody walked in like, wait a minute. So I can spend like $300 and get the Steam Deck that supports and just works with you want $800 for whatever the fuck this is?
Oh yeah,
that's running Windows 11.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, there's that little shopping widget at the bottom that's like your best deals for your ROG Ally in Canada. We don't get a little discount here. We get we get bent over the railing. Turns out.
$6.95 Canadian dollars, so that's about $300 US.
Yeah, I'm looking at the $1,200 one.
No, man. Here's what I'm thinking about though. But I think we're going to see more of this as this hardware, because like all of these companies, they haven't learned anything. They haven't realized the secret sauce is the Steam. Everybody's working on their Gen 2 of these, and like now it's kind of making more sense of Valve going, well, we don't really want to release that operating system because you fools are just going to run out and buy these which good hardware, great hardware. It's just got a claptastically shit operating system on it for mobile gaming, aka Windows 11 or 10,
and it's got in the case of Asus, it's got Armory Crate, which is it's a rootkit. It really it comes on the motherboard, and even if you wipe Windows, it will reinstall itself straight from the firmware. It's a fucking rootkit.
Haiku.
Yeah.
Haiku on it.
It's Plan 9. Plan 9.
Someone
all the
actually
way.
got Haiku running on the Steam Deck, like in hardware. It's like, good job, seriously.
I mean,
See, I wish I knew somebody with a birthday
computer.
coming up that really wanted a Steam Deck just so I could buy him a fucking Steam Deck, put Haiku on it, package that shit back up, and just see the look on their face.
And they're like, "Oh no, I need to go buy a USB-C to USB-A thing
Yeah,
so I can
I just
install
need a
new operating
USB-C
system."
dock.
Let's put some
and
more
this-
difficulty to a motherfucker that's like, oh, it's a gaming console. Yeah, get out of here with your USB shit. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What? I don't know what thing.
Yeah.
Can I shake it and it comes back?
I actually, my favorite part of that really cheap capture card I bought was it's the Type C to just regular USB connector. So now I can just plug that into my Steam Deck and reimage it, and I don't need to worry about a docking station.
Dope. I
Real
look
handy.
forward to our super cheap portable handheld things. Hopefully, we'll get a good operating system.
Eventually.
Who knows, man?
Hollow ISO, baby. Hollow
$3.99.
ISO.
Chimera OS is pretty good.
Also, you're not doing any favors, Asus, with like, because I know somebody who bought one of these. And you're like, damn. All right, I should have waited a few months. Literally just a few months, and it would have been good. Up
Yeah.
next, good news, everybody. We don't have to worry about, there was that scene in Back to the Future. It's like, you gotta play with your hands. What are you? And then Michael J. Fox just like unhinges his jaw and eats children, which is really cool. But maybe you don't want to carry around, like a child, a display between your oven mitts. How about this little device from Tecmo Mobile? That way you can put the display on your fucking face. Might sound familiar, right? Just a little bit. But these are cool little shades. They're not big giant toasters. And that controller looks like, Pedro, it might have a computer built into it. Which
Yes,
means it would be
judging by how wide it is.
a wee bit
Yeah.
warm. I'm looking at like that controller has things that look suspiciously like exhaust ports on the
Yes,
bottom.
it has exhausts at the top and seems like inlets at the bottom, and it's wide and it's thick. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, that looks like the NVIDIA Shield, the first one, but with Sony's Glastron from the 90s, like heads-up display thingy glasses that they had, where you could be walking down the street while watching videos on your Sony Glastron and get hit by a car.
Yeah, walk into people, just like
Yes.
walk
And,
right into a fire hydrant and fuck up your shins.
No,
but instead of the
admittedly,
NVIDIA Tiger,
gentlemen,
it has an
I'm
AMD
looking
APU.
at this, and while I'm not an astronomer, it's got a 50 watt-hour battery to run. Are the glasses a separate battery? Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, and is it a wireless display or is it
Does
a
it
wireless
just
display?
haphazardly shoot out bolts of electricity towards the glasses?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a
it's a
cable.
laser
You can
beam
see the
directly
picture
into your
of
brain.
the person right below that. There's a picture of the person, and there's a cable going from the controller to the
Oh, that's
glass.
been conveniently left the fuck out of all the.
Yeah, all the other images. So so it looks like you're gonna have one battery for both
Dude, that looks
for the display
infinitely
and
like
the.
no, hell no, dude. That is like immediately you're like, oh no.
So like in principle, I don't think like this is a bad idea where you don't have to worry about the size of the
look
display.
dorky as hell, dude. They like stick out.
Oh,
Like,
who the fuck cares?
Me?
Are you going to be on the bus?
Yes,
gaming on this, hoping
I
to
am.
knock on ladies
on my
Or-
unicycle.
All right,
Difficult
well
to ride a
then,
unicycle on a bus, by the way. I don't need additional challenges or to be judged by my
too
poor
bad.
fashion
Too bad.
choice.
It's fucking happening.
God damn it.
When they had to lower the wheelchair ramp for you to like ride the unicycle up, everyone was staring and judging. But like, yeah, so something like this where you don't have to worry about the size of the display. You can just have one that's just projected in front of you. Not necessarily a bad idea, especially as far as handhelds go. I just wonder like if that like actually becomes practical when the rubber hits the road.
I don't know. I'm thinking about like just like the hand warmer. This has got a Ryzen 7 7840U, Z1 Extreme. So 8 core, Radeon 780 mobile, and it's all built into the controller. Which I'm just like, dude, all right, you got shit on your face and you're holding the brains in your hands. The things that you're just going to drop normally when you don't have crap on your face is your controller. It's going to fall off. That thing's going to survive what, 3 drops off a desk?
Well, you got to wonder will the glasses survive when they fall off your face because you're gonna look down and they're gonna go whoop.
I am assuming so because less moving fan.
But like also once you take out the requirement of having like a screen, you have more room for like heat flow. You have more room to like cram more hardware in. So
and instead of taking advantage of that, you shove it inside of a hand controller. I see what's going on there engineering wise.
I mean, you don't have the LCD building up heat near the rest of the components, so
nope, just
you
a
can
fucking
make,
CPU between your hands.
Yes, you can make the cooling more effective.
So
if you take a Steam Deck, but you take the screen out of it, so you make it a little
I want
bit
you
shorter.
to take the thermal envelope of that Steam Deck and put it in your fucking handheld controller, and let's get on the same page here, motherfucker.
I don't know. I've held onto my Steam Deck. It doesn't get sweaty.
Yes, your Steam Deck. So you might as well. Yeah, you hold onto a carrot. It's not. Cut your Steam Deck in half, and that's what you got to work with for heat dissipation. Half your fucking Steam Deck.
Yeah, but that could be a very good use case for the.
There's no argument here, but you guys keep going.
The solid state coolie thingy.
Yeah.
Because it uses a lot less space than the blower fans like the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally have.
Uh-huh.
And if you don't have to account for the screen, if you don't have to have the screen and accounting for the space of it, you get a lot more room to put some proper cooling in it.
And this is a Gen 1 device. No one is expecting this one to knock it out of the park the first time around, but I'm just saying it's a compelling idea. It's not a bad idea on its face.
Imagine losing your controller.
Imagine losing your Steam Deck.
computer.
your people get their Switches and Steam Deck stolen all the time. This is the risk of taking it out in public.
Why would you ever take something like that out in public?
Because you want to get laid on the bus, apparently.
How many times have you taken your Steam Deck out of your house?
Several. More than
Twice.
10.
More than to where? I'm curious.
To other people's houses. When I'm in a long car ride, I've taken a couple road trips with it. That was fine.
Pedro?
I went to Portugal with it, and I took it to the office once because I was protesting. I spent the whole day playing the Steam Deck because I didn't.
Protesting. This is some hardcore protesting. Yeah.
No, it's like I'm at my place of work, but unless things change, I'm not doing shit today. And guess what? Things changed by the end of the day.
All right, that's brilliant.
Thanks, Elden Ring. Yep. You did it.
Anyway, if you want a little thermal note box like that with some VR headsets, then let me know. Let me know. I don't know if there's a market for it.
Well, there's certainly no market for playing Switch games on it.
Why you gotta be like that, man?
Listen, I got to rain on everyone's parade.
I know. You
the
guy who
little
went
storm
out and
cloud.
bought a Switch, dude. Anybody else talks about Switch, you're like, fuck you nerds, man. You could have a real Switch to play video games on.
Yeah,
Pirates.
the Steam Deck. Yeah. Well, that's what Nintendo is saying, at least. So this is the big news today, or this week. This is the big story. Nintendo is going to be suing Yuzu for enabling piracy. And so you might be thinking, well, Jordan, you sexy idiot. You can't really, there's no real circumvention happening when it comes to Yuzu, right? You need to extract the production decryption keys from your Nintendo Switch. They do provide instructions on how to do that, but you do need the valid encryption keys from a purchased console to actually run Yuzu properly and like run Nintendo Switch software. To which Nintendo is saying, that's still piracy. You are still enabling circumvention by allowing you to extract that key for UC when you paid that $100 Canadian or $80 US. Resize. Oh, that's resist. Okay. I thought that said resize for a second, and then I didn't realize the other serif at the missing serif at the bottom of the T. But what Nintendo is saying is, in effect, when you pay your exorbitant fee for your Nintendo Switch games, you are paying for the permission to play this game on the specific Nintendo console that you own, and that is it. Anything else beyond that is circumvention. And you might say to yourself, that's a really dumb argument. I don't think this will stand up in court. But it doesn't need to stand up in court. It just needs to have enough legs to bankrupt the Yuzu people so that they stop.
Is that Kirby?
Yeah, I think that might. Oh no, I think that's Wiglet. That's one of the new Pokemon.
Okay.
Wiglet. Yeah.
Do you get a ruling on the field in this one, Mateus?
I when it comes to Pokemons, I defer to Jordan.
All right.
He's played a lot more than I have.
Hey, look, Wired, we got as far as your autoplay video. Get wrecked.
It's no, so Sony learned the emulator lesson in the 90s. It stands to reason that it would take almost 3 fucking decades for Nintendo to catch on. I genuinely do hope that the Yuzu people come out on top on this one, because seriously, fuck Nintendo. Just fuck Nintendo up the ass.
Say what you really mean, Matthias, man. Quit holding back. How about this? Could we solve all these problems? Maybe. If. Just maybe. In this fantasy world I wish to exist in, Nintendo offered an avenue to play these games at 4K 60.
Or how about 30? Solid 30.
30 1080.
That would be nice.
720p 30, and you have to have it docked.
They would be happy with 720p 60, because no small amount of people that I know with Switches know about Yuzu. Not because they pirate games, they have a Switch in the first place. They are Nintendo fans, and they still use Yuzu. Why? Because they want to play their damn games on something that's not 9-year-old mobile phone hardware.
Right, and this entire case alleges, Yuzu is entirely used for piracy. That is the main point. They point to Tears of the Kingdom being leaked and the Patreon.
Yeah, because that wasn't
Yuzu.
Nintendo's own cock-up that enabled that. Mm-hmm.
Listen,
but someone else benefited from it.
Is not a dumb company. They're trying something. They're not coming at this through the Bleem angle. Okay. I've seen that been drug around a couple of times. Now, Bleem was kind of interesting because this was like really the last time emulation came up in court and it went down. Was Sony versus Bleem, which was the PlayStation emulator. Bleem won. That was
the one for the PC one. Is that right?
Yeah, where you could play your PlayStation games on the PC, and like Bleem was like, you just did it. It worked, and they're like, hey, and the courts are like, hey, this is legal. And PlayStation said, yeah, have fun, because we just bankrupted your ass in court. And they went out of business. Can't do that with open source so much. So I don't know about that brilliant strategy, but Nintendo's not dumb. They're not coming at this through an emulation angle. They're not. They're like, all right. So to what Jordan said, the decryption equals circumvention. No, we're not talking about emulation here. We're talking about something even worse. Mathematics.
Illegal numbers. Ooh.
even if you have the keys, they're your keys to do it. They're like, Nintendo's like, well, we're not sure about that. You kind of dancing around our security there. I'm like, fuck you.
Well, and I think that is the point, is they're going after the tutorials that the Yuzu documentation links to.
The legal speak in that, though, man. Nintendo's going to go after. They're saying Yuzu is allowing people, enabling the trafficking and circumvention,
right,
of this. So that's what Yuzu is. Because
the way to extract the keys involves a security exploit, and therefore it is ultimately circumvention.
I use a goat in a circle.
Yeah. Well, to be fair,
I prayed to the Yoshi god.
Yeah, because there's a thing on the DMCA about how the level of security that you have in place to prevent that reverse engineering from taking place. And it's very hard to argue that you have any kind of security in place when it takes a fucking paperclip to short 2 contacts on the side of where the Joy-Con connects,
but it doesn't
to
matter.
Jailbreak the first gen Switch.
Because you can because that is the circumvention. It doesn't matter how you do it. I just have to stick a really, really weak encryption key on it, and even if the password is well known, if you brute forced it, you have decrypted this, and you are breaking the law because you were not authorized to use that key.
And one of the things that was kind of interesting how Nintendo came out with this, I was like reading, Jordan read through it as well, and they were citing their patronage from patreon.com/Linux Gamecast.
Not theirs, but that's ours.
That's ours. No, I mean, wait, yes, no. However, so they were like, Tears of the Kingdom, right when that came out, their patron pledges, the amount of patrons that they had went up. Therefore, that equals they're going to try to draw a direct line to that, to piracy. And they're like, that'll stick. And of course, you're listening at home, we're talking on the show, you're like, no, that's not how that works. And then something, I want to introduce you to Jim, our juror. He's 67 years old. He likes cauliflower.
The last video game he played was Pong.
Now explain that shit to him.
Right, and this is what it boils down to. And I was reading through some of the legislature involved as well, because Nintendo is citing a specific law, and I think ultimately the biggest thing they have to stand on is that you can buy the Switch. Because it is on sale, all of this is now in play. The second you are no longer able to purchase a Switch to legitimately run your software, this becomes fair game. And I
it becomes a lot less defensible because,
Yeah.
as far as Nintendo is concerned, it's not fair game. Because you may remember that Valve themselves didn't allow Dolphin on Steam because they called up Uncle Nintendo to say, "Hey, is this okay?"
No,
But that was the thing. For Dolphin, they were actually distributing the key. That was the problem.
Wait, these are your brain. Now, I went through the trouble because I was curious because I was like, man, I really want to play fucking Bayonetta. What do I got to go through to, like, do I got to buy the Switch Lite? And how to, because I did the whole user thing and I'm like, oh, so what do I got to do to, like, if you have the Switch, they're very clear. Yuzu's like, there's nothing on that fucking site that will even point you remotely in the fucking direction of pirating fucking games. Everything is straight above board. And you're like, cool, that's dope. However, one thing I'm thinking about, Nintendo's got to be doing this because the Switch 2 must be very frighteningly close, or like very easily, like, Nintendo has looked at Yuzu because, hey, it's an open source project. And you're like, it's going to take them 8 seconds to make this work with the Switch 2.
Right, because it's a newer revision of that NVIDIA ARM
Right.
CPU.
You got to imagine, like, Nintendo wants to maintain that backwards compatibility. They'd be like more foolish than Nintendo is sometimes.
Well, so they haven't done that in the past because then they can sell you the same game again and again and again and again and again.
I think the Switch has been around on the market successfully long enough to where even Nintendo realizes people will riot over that.
Oh, if they put a hard cut at this point, considering the backlog of Nintendo
The backlog,
games.
the longevity. We're not talking about like a Wii U. Like this is like Nintendo's thing. Like, again, could be easily fucking wrong, but I'm kind of looking at this and I'm trying to think like Nintendo. And like, we just want to go ahead and preemptively shut this down. Can they shut down you? Can you sue open source out of existence? No, that's a beautiful thing about it. We'll always win on that. Streisand effect, kick it in. People are finding out about Nintendo Switch emulators. Good job.
We're gonna
there.
learn how to get clone tonight, kids.
The worry being on the end of it though, being, you know, the limited liability company that they are, you know, it's just guys doing this, and like, if you want to donate to the project, donate to the project. You know, they're not selling you anything. It sucks being on their end because the whole point of this is it's a scare tactic, and you know.
And it goes without saying, because we have to say it. Emulators are good for other things other than piracy, like software preservation, which Nintendo is admittedly not a fan of, or even accessibility, where you can allow people who have to play games with like innovative controllers, or adding mods to games to allow people with like coordination issues to actually play faster paced video games by slowing things down. Like these are all valid use cases.
Oh, there's plenty of valid use cases for emulator. Like piracy is just the one they jump on because at least it's all about control, man. Like, and you know, we've talked about that. Nintendo is very draconian about that because, you know, in Japan, like, they're legally in the right. But like, no, you cannot fucking play Nintendo games on anything other than Nintendo, and that's what the law says because that's how it's written up. In the West, it doesn't really work like that. And again, they don't hope. The goal here, all Nintendo set out to achieve, like, yeah, we're going to make them disappear because they're not going to be able to mount and sustain a legal defense. I want to be so wrong about that, though. I want people to come together over this. Just fuck, because Nintendo can't win this.
If you're a part
they
of
can, all right? It's the legal system, but like, the judge should eventually throw this shit out.
But yeah, if you're a part of like a big lawyer firm that isn't really aching for money and just wants to destroy Nintendo in court,
they're not going to destroy anybody in court. This is to be settled out of court. Let's be very clear about that.
The moment any kind of lawyer with any kind of clout gets involved, Nintendo goes, okay.
This is not Law and Order.
I would love this to go to trial and actually set some fucking precedent.
Yes, Nintendo does not want that at all. No, this is about to scare some motherfuckers sitting around, you know, doing the little Yuzu thing, and they're like, let's just make sure this disappears. And again, you just created 4 new fucking projects, and Ryujin or whatever it's fucking called is over there going, shit. We're next.
Ryujin X is going, okay, we're just going to be very quiet right about now.
Yeah. No, nobody talk about us. Shut up. We don't exist anymore.
Yeah, dude. Like nobody fucking hurt you, Nintendo. Why do you gotta go fuck with people's lives just because like of your just Nintendo bullshit? Get wrecked.
Just cause they're Nintendo.
Nintendo
Yeah.
got a Nintendo. Hey, if you want to defend Nintendo and you're like Nintendo is doing good, you want to be the defendo for the Nintendo. Send us some feedback. We got that over at linuxgamecast.com. We got a contact button. Hit the button, fill it out, send it in, leave a YouTube comment. Comment on Patreon always gets on the show. But if it's something good, in that YouTube comment or that email, well, we just might read it right here next week. I don't think we were in the wrong last week because I discovered I get a little algorithm in my head. When I start seeing the dumb YouTube comments show up, I'm like, fuck, one of our YouTube videos got more than 10 views. Because that brings out the dumb. The dumb one shows on the people who have nothing to fucking say latch on. And I said thing on video.
Mm-hmm.
Usually anytime it gets up, north of 1,000 views. And that's when the other people show up. Somebody, Shadow Mancer.
Yep. Yes. Shadow Mancer.
We were talking last week about Code Weavers, and they wanted to introduce a, patch to the kernel, which will do the NT spinneroo, right? Which will increase the
Indeed.
performance.
But it turns out, yeah, we may have overrepresented these gains a little bit.
Bullshit. I went back and watched the video 3 times. We said once when you read it, once when you reiterated it, once when I said the same thing, that this may result in no performance gains.
Yes. So they say, sorry to break the hype train a little bit about the 678% performance proof, but do note this increase is in the context of earlier versions of NT-Sync. It is not 678% performance compared to other sync methods such as EventFS or Futex WaitV. So the news is more in line with NT-Sync is now in par with sync methods we've had for years. That's great, but it's not amazing as it's done from the numbers alone. Basically, nothing has changed whatsoever. That's not necessarily
Bullshit.
true. F-Sync is not fully everywhere. Not every version of Wine is compatible with F-Sync support. So having this in place is still very good. But you're right in the sense that, yes, it is not the world-shaking, oh my god, Linux is finally just going to take a shit on Windows' lawn that it's going to be. Yeah.
And I want to get back to what I said last week. Is this worth doing for 10%, 15%? Yes.
Yes.
And
that's been the thing all along about games ever since Wine's been around, but let's go with just when Proton was first launched and people were going, yeah, you can play most Windows games with a 10-15% performance hit. You get that 10-15% back from even just making a simple change, which turns regular Wine into something that gives you performance parity with Windows with a change to the kernel. That's really good. Legitimately really good. So yes, this should absolutely be a thing. And yeah, the 678% thing was very much the difference between the previous implementation of NT-Sync, which, like a lot of things in Wine, it's less than ideal. So now that the kernel can actually do it, Wine can use its own NT-Sync implementation better instead of, because not everyone uses Proton, not everyone uses F-Sync, not everyone has EventFS set up. There's a significant
Mateus, I will have
to
you
have
know,
that.
this is Linux. More options equals worse.
Yeah,
and either way, at the end of the day, we want Wine to behave more like Windows because that makes it run the software better. That means that the shit that the actual software is expecting to do can be done. And yes, it's like I said, it's not earth shattering, but it's still good shit. And these people are doing
It
good.
shivers my timbers one way or the other. And I'm glad it's there. It doesn't, we looked over it last week and I'm like, it's not going to hurt anything. Then cool. They said in the post, they were like, might not do anything for a bunch of games. I'm like, cool, but it might do something for something. Nothing against it. Set your expectations accordingly. There we go.
and there's a lot of games for, everything that Valve has accomplished, there's a lot of games that are not on Steam that you're not going to be able to play.
Games don't exist outside of Steam.
That you're not going to be able to play
Pedro.
with just Proton for whatever reason.
How would you expect me to be able to
did you
play
use
games
Bing?
outside of Steam? Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, so if you want to, even if you have an old backlog of games that you don't necessarily or can't run with Proton at all, you're going to be using either regular Wine or whatever version of Wine Lutris is offering or Legendary is offering, Heroic.
I'm just using Wine TK, man.
Yeah, the Wine TKG or Wine G.
I downloaded it from wine.tk.
Yeah. And yeah, there is absolutely,
You know what? The security's really good
games
too.
to
That's for my root
celebrate
password.
there is a reason to celebrate even the smallest gains. And yeah, going from 90 FPS to 800 and something FPS in a game just from a couple of calls being introduced properly into the kernel, that's big. That's pretty big.
All right, everybody. That's going to wrap us up. Pedro, did you get anything this week?
I did. I did
Okay,
get a
then
thing.
hang on. Then I got some other shit. I didn't know how to play this Choose Your Own Adventure game. I'm like, okay. But we got a couple of people we need to thank. If you want to kick in, first off, if you're a patron, if you subscribe to us on Twitch, thank you. You make this show fucking possible. If you want to become one of those beautiful people, head
Is
over
that
to
your
our
Patreon logo?
fucking hell. I'll get through this. Yes. Shiny thing. Caw.
Is that new?
It looks
I
like-
thought they already had like the
That looks like a
Slightly,
Rorschach ink blot.
yeah.
This is
Slightly
literally off
overgrown
of their
comma.
design guide. SVG. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right. Like, I mean, if you want to fight them over it, go for it. We got a support page. Speaking of Patreon, patreon.com/LinuxGamecast. We got LibraPay. We got PayPal. We got Bitcoin. But patrons, Twitch subs, hop at our Discord. You get the bonus sodas. But we also have an Amazon wish list. Jordan, Jill, Pedro, and I got one for the studio, which last week was the result of me being dressed as Sank, the hog hedge.
The horse
this
heg.
week. Aromatic Dev.
Horse-
I thank you again. I have a nice, legally distinct, not Sonic. Don't sue me, Sega. But I got a message that said, "Hey, man, Pedro might need to read something off." And I'm like, "Okay, hang on a minute." Because I also want to thank Aromatic Dev for the 5 gift subs, and I want to thank Nubbin for that 45-month resub before I get to this. There we go.
yes.
And,
Speaking of Aromatic Dev, I did get. It also came with the little wrap.
This
redo.
motherfucker's like just dropping gift bags, huh?
Yeah, and I read the little note that it comes with.
Hell no. You got like handles. No wonder.
No, it's just the little wrappery thing.
Yeah, mine. Okay. All right. Fine.
And yeah, no, like the little note just says, "Enjoy your gift." It's like, oh, a very kind stranger decided to
You should
throw me a gift.
do the little check mark for where they can leave you messages.
Yeah, and as it turns out, Amazon apparently didn't give Aromatic Dev the option. So here's the note he sent: clamps. You can never get enough of them. I use them for woodworking glue ups. Some are better than others, so it's better to go for quality. You get what you pay for. Happy clamping, Aromatic Dev. So yes, I got the G clamp.
That's
Does
a
it
big ass
hit-
clam, dude.
Does it hit your
Yes.
G spot?
Oh, it will. It's got enough range for that.
Are you is any particular use, or you just like fucking clamps are awesome?
No, I needed something like this to push the piston of the brake
Brake
calipers in when I replace the brake pads, which they do need replacing. So I didn't have anything to put any kind of leverage on it that I could just, torque into place. So this very much will come in handy.
I'm quite
Not
pleased.
just for that, but for other things in the future as well.
Do you have a self bleed kit?
The
This
the
is yes or
oil,
no question, but
I don't have the bleed kit, but the brake fluid is low enough that I don't think I'll need it.
all right. Stay tuned for this night. I want Nori out there filming this. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for this evening. Thanks for showing up. It's time to call it an evening. So, you know what we gotta do. Cue the music. You can always find this nonsense pulling off the rails right here on twitch.tv/Linux Gamecast. 8:30 Eastern Standard Mood Time. If you are a beautiful party patron, Death Note or above, hop into it, pre Super Chosen, and we even have, man, these headphones with this goddamn Sonic thing are freaking me out, man. It's like scraping on the outside. I'm like, they're talking in my head. Anyway, Vinstone on Twitter, if you want to get hold of me there, at Vin on our Mastodon, mass.linuxgamecast.com, and just search for Vin on Blue Sky if that's still a thing.
I'm Jordan. I'm the Gex to VenSonic. You can follow me on Blue Sky at Frojo at bsky.app, at Frojo at mass.linuxgamecast.com, and at The Burning Fool on Twitter.
I think I played the like superior shit version. I had it on 3DO.
Right, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gex, baby.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can find me on Mastodon. It's unaccounted for with the actual number 4 at mass.linuxgamecast.com. And as soon as I don't know if Mastodon ever goes away, I don't think I'll ever be on any other social network.
What 90s video game character are you, Pedro?
It's the Alex Kidd. Just Alex Kidd.
I saw that coming a mile away.
That was some credits.
Sanic doesn't know where he is. He woke up from like a 3-week-long bender, and he's in the middle of the desert. Well, we gotta thank our lovely advisors, Omegas, Artheron, and our executive producers, Barbara M. Scott, Michelle, Atomic Ass, Mike G, Drummer, Tomasz, Hakeem, Dave, Ishep, Ian, Hoplo, and Kurducky, and our little Nicky fans, Super Deathstote, Empty, and Eggy.
It was the Sea Monsters, Renault Rider, X Machina, Trudgy, Veritanuda, Justin, Darkwing, System T, Denzing, Joe, DeCresney, and Ogie1.
All of
and
our
the
beautiful
Death
Death
Nova,
Notes.
Chad,
It's
Romeo,
fine.
Renee, Leonardo,
Pepper,
Chris, Kim,
Tebow,
Stephen, Jill, Benjamin, Doom,
Back.
Wad, Stephen B,
Right.
Beck,
Then we got all these crazy
Roger,
shows.
Zeno,
Gronk,
Michael
Blanca,
Turnover,
Apollo,
Pebble,
Brock,
and
Secret
Fox
Egg,
Dog,
Strider,
Swine, Joe, and Piper.
I want to
Hey, I got
thank
to
each
read
and every
them.
one of our fine upstanding cannibals for things off my wish zone that are Sonic, like things like Carl, Mike, Arthur, Linux, New World is, Noctilus, Johnny, Shep, Gamatron, Unoid, Diaz, and Joe, Aromatic, _Dev, and of course, Guy, Joe, right. We didn't learn anything this week, did we? We're pretty careful not to, right?
I learned that those golden rings aren't actually full of chocolate.
Fire, everybody. I don't have anywhere to go to that. I'm going to be able to keep on the live stream. We'll see you next week. Yeah, Sonic hits differently in 60 hertz.
Yeah. Yeah. Those gold rings are not full of chocolate. I learned that the hard way.
All right. I gotta get potential singles, but I think I might just do like Mario suing somebody, man. All I gotta do is put the muscle arms on it. Fucking Twitch loves those muscle arms.
Yeah?
It does. If you go look at the thumbnail, like that muscle arm, I've broken those arms out for a couple of thumbnails, and like,
All right.
yeah.
The arms, man. It's like the Trogdor arms. Big beefy arm.
Arminators, dude. I don't know. Like, I'm sure it's just pattern matching some shit, like whatever it's scanning. I was like, that's the thing. It probably thinks it's a fucking kitty cat on a flamethrower riding Bowser's whatever.
Mount your friends.
Nobody smokes anymore, Dak. Get with the program.
I call shenanigans. Coworker, we had a temp for a few months, and he was just chain smoking cigarettes too.
There are smokers in my area. I see them outside walking around with their cigarettes. Oh wow, that actually makes it to the end of your arms. Okay.
It's diseased.
Can you like run in place? Yeah, it's your index finger. You're pointing up. Okay.
Put on a web page with a white background. You're not. There you go. That's better. Yeah.
Let's
Choice paralysis.
I'm trying to think of like
All right.
what
We'll go with Pedro
implies
then.
what implies
While we're waiting.
lawsuit. Yeah.
I'm still undoing the thing I was going to put it on my head.
People. Professionals we are, all of us.
Oh, I have a Nintendo controller. I can be like,
All right. Sure.
yeah.
Hang on. Okay. Hold. Don't breathe. All right, that's good. Now we wait on Pedro. Just put the clamp on your fucking headphone. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Give yourself the clamp.
Can you balance it? Oh shit, there we go. All right, okay, get a little more handle. Take your hand down just a little bit.
Is this gonna be the new?
There we go.
Is this the new mascot for Valve?
Fuck yeah, it is. All right, we're good. That's on. Now I can hit the stop record button. No, Pedro's clamped. He's got the clamp. Go to the doc. He's going to call his GP, and he's like, I think I got the clamp.
I just sent them the
Oh
screenshot.
no! Oh yeah! Fuck yeah!
Put that on the Amazon review. Yeah.
Make sure that you never get a fucking.
Oh wait, hold on. Do you have like a company Facebook? Do you have to like have a photo of you in your SharePoint or whatever?
Yes.
You should do that. That's your new photo. Clamp head
I put googly eyes and a mustache on it.
on the clamp.
Yes.
Okay.
You can just like tape that to the chair. They'll never know. When he's in a meeting, he can just get up and walk away. Are you sure that's Pedro? I'm like, yeah. Don't worry about it. You gotta close your mouth these days?
Happier and with your mouth open. Happier and with your mouth open.
The even to joke around about that, one of the creator discords I'm in, I guess like the one, they have serious fucking discussions about how the algorithm's handling open mouth versus closed mouth, like deep dives into that shit.
Oh,
It's
you
fucking
mean
chicken bones.
They A/B
Like
test that, like
the
they have their
thumbnails of
employees,
the-
like, or yeah, like whether or not you're like got your fucking mouth open or closed, like that. There's a fucking difference in how it's hitting this week versus next week. Like they roll deep in analytics, man. Like it's a fucking numbers game that I'm not fucking playing. That they're playing a different game. Like they're
Yeah.
The people who are doing the YouTubes as a career and shit.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
want to do YouTube as a career, I suppose, yes.
Pedro is Cardcopter Sakura.
It smells of machining oil.
Tonight we're gonna be pretty simple. I'm gonna fire up the after shows inbox. We're gonna play some tanks.
Ooh, tanks.
Call it an evening. Not early because we didn't have an after show last week. Pedro, Jordan's better. He survived, so I want my money.
It's only the second time you caught COVID, Jordan?
Yep.
Okay.
Numero
charm.
dos.
Let's see. We gotta open your Steam up. It's still 8 fucking degrees outside. God damn.
It's currently 1 Celsius outside.
I'm at the point now where 8's warm. I got this thing on too, man. Like I thought it was gonna overheat. This thing's buttoned down.
I thought it was zipper.
Huh? So did I when I went to take a wee.
You just undo the last couple of buttons.
Yeah, it's buttons down to the waist, and then does
it have a little like poopy pouch, like the little ass buttons?
no, dude, it's just got the tail,
Ah,
which
it's
apparently
gotta
I
have the
sit on
tail
long
and
enough.
it buttons up.
I don't
You know-
hate it, Kennigan. The smell of machining oil
This
is...
thing actually smells like not bad.
I need to take a
you know what?
shower.
I don't. Yeah, no. See, I don't like machine oil because I get some really fine ass machine oil, and if I get that smell, I'm stuck with that bullshit because that stuff. You're just fucked, man. Like it gets everywhere, and it's like omnipresent. Like shit's just gonna smell like machine oil for a few weeks. Yeah, permeates. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about our new Proton and Steam icons.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
There's icons now.
I saw that. Like the day before you posted that in Discord, I'm like, that's right.
I turned on the Steam Deck because I wanted to play some Weird West. It's like, oh, hello. There's an icon now.
Permy meats. Let me see.
Permeats? Yes, it permeats.
Per
meat, huh?
meatable. One meat per meat.
Let's get this guy cut on. Super secret password. Actually, it's not the super secret password, but it's the studio super secret password. All right,
It's not
so
called tanks. Shell shock. Yeah, that's the one.
if you want to pop in, we will be in the after shows and audio on Discord. If not, that's cool too. Sure. What? What's this shit?
Tanks. You can set topics for voice chats
Oh.
now.
Damn.
You can put a little pig emoji on there too.
I can barely see this, dude. There we go. Look at all their lovely knot faces. And
It's a face.
boop.
Test pattern.
The infinity pattern.
Let's watch some YouTube videos in Discord now.
All right. Where are we at? 4-way? 4-shot.
You're put us on with the fucking Target cashier.
Yeah, that wouldn't be confusing at all.
Just be like, by the way, while you're checking me out here, while you're scanning my toilet paper, you're on a podcast. What do you think about that?
Hisses. Screeches and go airily. Like, what?
Nah, has very, very developed opinions about the state at KDE, surprisingly.
You know, like maybe a decade ago that would have hit, like at this point with so many people walking around live streaming and IRL and shit like that, or TikToking or whatever, you're like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here.
Well, now it's people like trying to start shit so that they can go viral, right?
Dude.
I want to be internet famous.
I'm just saying, dude, if you run into that, this is the one time is like, if you need to plant that dumbass tree.
What was that one? What was that one website where that had videos of all the people fighting?
YouTube?
No, before YouTube.
Oh.
Live leak?
No, it was like one specifically about like people fighting each other.
Jordan, Pedro, Discord is going to be... Oh, I guess I didn't save AJ Snapshot on this. Burp. Okay, so by process of elimination, Discord should be 4?
WorldStar. That's what that was.
Oh, that sounds right. I mean, that sounds fucking familiar. There, maybe
I
now
think
they
it was
can
like
hear us.
for
I
hip
don't
hop
know.
originally, but like people were fighting on there, and like people would watch,
Right.
like
Yeah, I have no idea if I have this wired up correctly. Oh. Make sure everybody remains silent and doesn't say anything so we'll know.
Saying things, you're just a little quiet.
I don't know. Nemo, am I smoking crack? Am I remembering this properly? You tell me.
What are you talking about?
WorldStar, where like people would post videos of them getting into fights.
WorldStar sounds familiar.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, it does, but then I might be confusing that with
That
Keemstar.
does sound familiar.
I don't know. I'm not
Keemstar is
gonna
the
make.
drama YouTuber.
I know it's a YouTuber. It's sorry, dude. Maybe I'm sure his name is not Keemstar. The persona of Keemstar. Yeah, it's a
Homestar.
Oh,
Yeah,
Homestar Run.
I prefer Homstar personally.
There's also the Fist of the North Star.
Hokuto
You're
no
already
Ken.
dead.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
Jalad, what's it like going through Tiny Tina's through Jordan Vision?
Not bad. It was fun. I'm
All
starting to get into it now.
Omae
I was,
Shineru.
I was a little overwhelmed for a while, but now I'm figuring it out.
I have to think that I'm like slightly better than Mira at least, because instead of like tearing off and like just finishing everything ahead of time,
Uh-huh.
I just get lost.
I was about to say, you just tear off and get lost, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's part of the charm of playing multiplayer games, especially with you guys. Is like who's going to be the? We all have our own methods, and like it's charming in the way it doesn't. It's the end result, the entertainment's, and how we fucking get there. All right. Do I have game audio? Boop.
Yeah, like Jen and I learned that we don't quest well together in World of Warcraft.
Mm.
We have different speeds.
I tried MMOs with Nori as well, and it's like, nope. Let's not.
We can do other things.
Cool theory, bro.
She's like, I want to read the quest. Yeah, well, that's nice. I want to complete the quest.
Right. I'm here to
It's the better
fucking win,
asset.
not
No,
experience.
see. What you want? What you want is the partner who's about equivalent skill at like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. So you use that to determine who takes out the trash and does the dishes and shit.
How's that trash taken out?
Well, it's every week.
So, no, this is why you need Rock'em Sock'em robots on a fucking table. Exactly. We'll settle this like they did in the olden times.
No, we just play Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Magic the Gathering. It's time to do
So
the dishes.
5 hours later, you can decide on who goes to take out the trash.
Listen, the Blue Eyes White Dragon is very effective at getting stubborn egg off of plates.
I'm going to create the game. And I'm going to set it to friends only. Before anybody jump in.
Join Gam.
Damn, you guys are already in. Right. Damn, Daniel.
Right, now I need to
right.
make tea and pee.
I saw Alan's like, I'm in Anaheim. And I'm like, oh, right, mobile.
He's got a laptop that can play this.
What's he doing in Anaheim?
Drugs. I don't know.
I would love to see Alan on drugs. I tried so hard to get him on
For
drugs.
all we know, the dude's like gets up and is like thoroughly sedated before you meet him in the morning.
The dude seems pretty sedated already. Honestly, I think he might just go to sleep if you gave him a pot brownie.
I've seen him drunk. He and his sister, Matthew, all tried getting him drunk. He got really sick. It was hilarious.
What kind of drunk is Alan? Does he like try to do shit?
I have to imagine like partially belligerent, like but in a fun, the fun belligerent. We're like, oh, tell you what, man.
You would not have been able to tell that he was drunk.
Oh no, DerpFat69
Aw,
has joined the game.
that's like a name I would come up with. We got Jalad.
Yeah, there we go.
I got so many buttons. You're not going to trick me into buying that fucking $200 Stream Deck. I hate you motherfuckers. You know that is like $70 worth of parts.
But I need about 350.
Yeah, I don't even want to think what that fucking thing costs in Canada, dude. Goddamn. It's like $199 here.
Yeah, so like $300 or something.
Yeah, just some abstract bullshit for a fucking number pad, dude.
Well, it's like, and like, I don't know. In my brain, I also just tack the sales tax on anyways, because it's like I gotta pay that anyways.
Mhm.
I really wish there was like Europe here where they would just like put the tax in the price, but
That'd
it's
be
like the
so
States.
much more convenient.
Yeah. Surprise, 13%.
I've gotten pretty
Yay.
good at doing it in my head, like if I'm out shopping, but usually if I'm out shopping, I'm not worried about it, like whatever. Like I'm not putting anything back, so like whatever.
No.
But like on big ticket items, you know, if you're spending a couple $100 at one time,
Yeah, and you're like, surprise other couple $100.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, all right, yeah. As a child, that infuriated me.
I don't even get paranoid on the weed, Alan. I walk in circles, man. Like I want to get active.
I do that.
You do?
Oh, dude.
I will do fucking laps around the fucking house, like indoors if need be.
I got high once. This was when I was living in Lethbridge with like 4 other people.
Mm-hmm.
And like we didn't really know each other super well. So like we're still in that phase where we're like trying to figure out each other's deal. And like I get high once and I'm just like, apparently I was just walking in between the living room and the kitchen. I was just like lost in my own thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
just like jamming on whatever. And like
not like flip it out or anything. It's just
yeah,
like,
I'm just like, I'm just like,
yeah.
I got myself into a groove and I'm happy here. And it was like, Jordan, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. It's like, you've been walking around in circles for like 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, have I? I don't know. Like, I don't really sit down to eat. Like, I'll stand and eat. I'm not a
I
big,
don't know either.
I'm not a big like sitting guy. I'll like,
I have my eating bowl. Preferably, I'll have, especially if we got a bunch of people over at the fucking house.
yeah.
Yeah, like everyone just like in a weird place, counters, and don't sit on my fucking counters, people. I don't know why that bugs me. People fucking sitting on my counters bug me.
Okay.
I don't know why. I have a logical reason for it.
Don't stick your poopy butt on my counters.
It's just like, don't sit on the fucking counter, dude. There's like fucking 6 chairs right over there, dude.
But I want to be high up. Get him a little high chair.
Pull them right the fuck off. Grab them by their fucking... Vroom.
So they hit their neck on the corner of the counter.
No, you gotta be careful. You don't want lawsuits.
You gotta do the scoop.
You want
just scoop
bumps and
'em.
scratches. You don't want snaps and pops. All right, Jordan, do you need to
No, I'm good.
relieve yourself before we get into this intense 12-hour-long speed run of
Juggernaut.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna hop up and get get me a drink. Give me a drink.
So is that just me or is Mir really, really low?
He's really low.
Very
Okay.
quiet.
I am?
Yes.
Huh. You guys are also low for me, so...
All right, I'll be right back, and just to let you know that the guest audio is going to be muted until I come back, just in case people start fucking with their volume.
Needlessly epic music.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was listening to a lot of like dungeon synth and like primordial shit because I was running an adventure that takes place in like this sort of like prehistoric area, and now I gotta switch to goth rock because I'm running Castle Ravenloft next, and that's all moody vampires and shit. So I gotta get in the vampire mindset.
I played, there was a Neverwinter Nights server, Prisoners of the Mist. That was,
Yeah, I know
Built.
that.
yeah, built on the Ravenloft thing is...
I'm running the original i6, so it's just run into the castle and kill Strahd if you can.
Yeah, that one was very, they leaned a little too heavy on the roleplay, which I wouldn't mind some roleplay servers, but it was like light on the roleplay, so I could just play the game still, but yeah. But they leaned a little too heavy on it, it's kinda, no.
Yeah, I gotta listen to a lot of Castlevania music.
I was going to say, if you want like horror soundtrack, the Silent Hill soundtrack, just the first 4 games, damn good soundtrack. Akira Yamaoka.
Yeah, the one thing I gotta do is I gotta come up with tricks, cause like playing an intelligent villain is gonna be a lot more like I'm not a very adversarial dungeon master, but because this is a smart opponent, I have to like. And because the purpose of the adventure is like go into his house and murder him, it's like, okay, well, he's ready for you though, so yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But also give my players a chance for success, because I can just be like, ha 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 ha, and then you step on the next pressure plate, and then you step on the next pressure. Actually, no, I got a trap specialist in the party, so they have a very easy time detecting traps. They wouldn't fall for that more than once. I'm genuinely surprised how well that thing fits him.
They are meant to be big, because the one I bought for Nori, the fox one, she wore that thing until the seams were coming undone, but it was large.
I had to adjust my tail.
Do you adjust your tail to the left or to the right?
I tried the left, tried the right, then I just like pulled it straight up.
Tuck it into your belt.
Tuck it above my butt.
Do like dogs when they're scared of something and they tuck it in between their legs.
Yep.
All right.
Target Wi-Fi on a laptop.
Target your Wi-Fi on your laptop. Let's go. How many people we got? We got 6. All right, we can do teams. Team
Okay.
All right, let's do a warm up.
Oh, do you need to set the players to 6?
Maybe.
Because otherwise the ready is not gonna start ticking.
We get Derp Fart 69, maybe Derp Fart 70. All right.
Alright, I'm gonna scooch myself a little bit.
Yeah, I don't. All right.
Wait, we don't get to move?
We
You got
did.
to move. Now it's our turn.
I haven't got to move.
Cause you did. I don't know. I don't know.
There was a move only there, so. Jalo, pick your weapon.
No!
There we go.
No! My face! My beautiful face!
Oh, yeah, get the fuck away from me. Oh, well, that didn't have enough gusto to it.
No skull, bad skull.
Well, I hit myself.
Well, that did remarkably little for what I for the amount of movement that thing did. That was unimpressive.
It hit me once.
It hit you once and only once.
Oh yes.
Let's try that. Hey.
Good. Very good. Right. The moons are unpredictable, so let's go.
The moon is very unpredictable, which is completely unlike the moon in real life, which is highly predictable.
Man, that moon. Oh, damn.
No one knows what's up with that fucking moon,
Fucking
man.
thing just shows up out of nowhere, man.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Trying to enjoy a Pepsi. Fucking moon.
Damn you, moon! I hate you forever, moon.
Ooh, big pixel.
Megapixels.
I deserve that.
Well,
Damn.
you can get Patrick's shit if you go.
Yeah,
Can climb.
Can't climb. That's right.
a little budget ass thing. Can't make it, homie.
Let's try this.
Way of being young.
I don't know. We're gonna see what it does.
What's this do? That.
Oh, it goes
places.
high and low.
All right. That one's got
All
some
right.
air on it.
Okay.
Man, I bet you guys can't hit Jordan.
I'll take that bet.
Meat shield.
Because I just smacked Jordan right then.
Why would you go and do some bullshit like that, huh?
Because there was a black hole in the way.
Well, don't do that. That's mean.
You big meanie.
This
This is a game about friendship.
This is exceedingly rude. Wow, that chicken did very little.
I hope
There's another fucking black hole. God
I
damn
hope
it.
you enjoy the light show.
I bet you can't hit Ven, Pedro.
I bet he can't either.
I'm
bet
gonna
you
try.
can't-
I'm gonna
I
try
bet
and
you
hit
can't
Ven
bank
with the
shot it.
mini V.
Ow.
Only Max EV allowed, bitch.
Fuck. Okay, I did hit him
No, you
once,
didn't.
but I did hit him.
Okay, 15. All right.
Oh,
technically.
well, okay. Well, it's nice when the game just selects a winner, doesn't it?
The winner is you.
All right. How does this work?
I don't know. I don't even know what this does.
We'll find
go.
out. Nope. No, that. Okay.
Whatever.
Well. All right. Well. Fuck me, I guess. What do I have left?
Okay, let's try and hit Ven with the mini V again.
Let's not try to hit fucking. I bet that Jordan's. Damn.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Whatevs.
Well, now you can
Very
get
good.
you can get all that shit now, which is very nice for you. I'm at least gonna kill Jalad. I hope. I don't even know anymore, man. Are you fucking
I
kidding
will
me?
never get this trajectory.
What the hell is that?
What the fuck? That is supreme bullshit. The line went clean through him.
Lag.
Clean through him and clean through me. How did it not do any damage?
What in the absolute shit, man? That is some
Oh, wow.
fucking boo-boo.
The Gravies missed everything, including the drone.
Let me get back over.
All right.
Van's got a mana bar again.
Oh, yeah, I do. Bonk.
Are you kidding me? That's horrible. He's got 5 hit points left. Damn you, Dawson's Creek. You're the worst. Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah. I want to
That's
know
the
right
entire
now when
my
will
knowledge
it
base
be?
of that show.
I don't want to wait for my trap to keep it to get colder.
Oh, yes.
What? Did you have to put the just in case on top of it?
Ow! Why? What the fuck?
The extra just in case.
Well,
I don't know
fuck
who
you
said
too.
the I was Mr. Alert with
Where
the tiny
was that
bounces.
kaleidoscope of bullshit a minute ago? Game?
All right.
Goddamn.
I killed someone. Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Okay, so either I or Mr. Alert will get you this round.
You got this.
No, you both. I'm just gonna dodge you both. Dark Souls, motherfucker. Dodge roll.
Tank roll.
I got the dead weight. No.
That's not. Damn, Alan, you gonna check that? You have to imagine that there's just like a straight up protractor mod cheat
Right.
for this game that just doesn't overlay.
I'm sure if you just have like a protractor and hold it up to the screen,
Yeah.
you can just cheat this game.
Carve it right in your fucking monitor.
Well, so this monitor has like the imprint for like the reticule in the center. Mm-hmm. You can do that with the protractor.
The 4K screen also has that, yes. You can set up crosshairs. You just go into the HUD and it puts a crosshair smack in the middle.
All right. Let's try some Juggernaut. Let's
All right.
let us see
So that
who.
Alan can kick all of our asses.
You know what?
Oh no!
Let's get the high ground.
Oh no, mannequin!
You brush up all you need to, Alan. I don't even think I hit anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, Pat,
it's Mirror and I'm right here.
Fuck.
Oh
Wait,
shit!
we're mad. Oh, I'm not there.
Shit.
I'll take it.
All right. Here.
Creek incoming. Can you drive your tank off the cliff?
Go, my spermies!
Oh, that's just gonna hit Jordan. Hey, you know what? That's better than direct line.
Moons!
Yes, you took all my sperm to your face, Patrick.
Way
How
to
does that
go.
make you feel?
No, bad sticky bomb, no.
Bonk. Okay. Oh, we need about that much more. Let's go. Yes.
I went too far. God
maybe
damn
too
it.
much.
Hey, I winged him. He's out of shields.
Oh, hell.
Oh, he's got the times 2. Oh, I'm in danger.
Is he about to use
He's
the
going for
diabetes
me.
cannon?
It's fine. Or not.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Or not.
We're gonna doop 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 doop. Maybe some more doop. Out there for dupes? Alright.
All right, Froggy boys, do your thing.
Oh, nope. Ow. my beautiful face.
I
Why?
cannot, dude, I
Good
cannot
thing
physics
there's
this
no
afternoon, dude.
friendly fire.
Yeah, right.
Right. Oh, I'm getting tank wienered. Hey, Homer, I
There's
can
a
see your
wiener.
noodle.
Okay, put some thought and care into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow.
Bonk.
Yeah, I'd say that worked.
Okay, well, that's it for me, guys. I now I got the easy part. I can just shit talk you. You have failed this city.
On rock and roll.
I'm the Green Arrow.
Come on, targeting just once. Give me. You know what? That's not too bad.
Mini V.
in the
All right,
area.
token out of it. Okay.
Okay, we got him down in the fuck box.
All right. He's under 500.
And I'm dead, I think.
Man, that arrow just like ate all my health and all my shields.
I survived.
Would you like to play a
5
game?
HP.
Would you like to play a game? Taste the rainbow.
All right, let's go with the magic pixel of health and.
Oh, you might
give
be able to
apt
do the portal shot.
retribution.
I'm going with a roller. Got it.
Not very nice. That was some solid needle threading.
This isn't-
God damn it, he had 2
Alright.
blades.
It's just he's like a shook razor. He's got 2 blades.
Damn it, this game. Really? That is
Shit,
that is my
Hydromod, what are
fucking
you up
Hoden.
to?
I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes the game just decides that it hates you and that
Yes.
you're gonna die, and sometimes it decides you're just gonna win.
Taste the
Too much.
rainbows.
We need to put some more liberty and democracy down in that hole.
Yeah, I saw something about how Helldiver basically just apes the movement from MGS5, and I'm like, that's pretty cool because MGS5 have had some really cool gameplay.
Yeah, right?
Now I'm
It was
actually
like
kind of
a-
interested in checking that out. Does it still use 300% or 100% of your GPU on the loading screen?
I don't know. Apparently it runs on a Steam Deck.
Okay. Does it use 100% of its GPU on the loading screen?
Possibly.
Probably.
Fire at the disco.
All right.
That looked better than what it accomplished.
Yes.
but, yeah.
Yeah. Fishy. Oh, if they go through the 2 times
Yeah.
damage. Oh.
He did.
Oh no. Well, you know. Yeah.
Alan, can you drive under the portal? Ah, well.
He's- That's the funniest shit I ever saw. That's great.
That portal backfired.
That backfired spectacularly. That was legendary. That's just like went right back into his face and just exploded him. That is quite literally being hoisted by your own petard. Hoisted by your own Picard. All right, 288.
Slowly but surely, his HP is coming down.
Boing.
Boing.
Yep.
Boing.
Boing. All right. Boing.
Okay, 258.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. All right.
Weapon.
The game is deciding to level shit off now.
Right.
Y'all are taking too long. I do appreciate that where it's just like, yeah, come on, pick it up. You've been hiding in that hole for too long.
There we go.
So many
it's disco
tokens.
ball.
140. It's happening. He might get my shit though. I don't. What do I have? Oh, I have some good stuff. I didn't use up any of my crap.
No, pew pew. That took my mana bar. Damn it.
Let him pew pew.
It was Christ.
Yeah, what? I got a banana, a boomerang, a needler, a rainbow, counter 3000 digger, snake driller, spiker, jumper, and splitter. Because I died pretty quick. So I got a full load. Ooh. Almost at 100. No! He took all my shit.
Okay.
Overshot
Well,
the cactus a little bit.
Didn't take my aim though, so
Damn. Hey.
Bouncy,
Hey.
bouncy,
Bouncy, bouncy.
bouncy.
Hey.
would you like to go to my place, bouncy
God damn
bouncy?
it.
He's at 51 health, so he has the health of a normal person now.
Yes.
Get sucked.
This game's version of nope.
I must go now. My planet needs me.
Might be one of the few rounds that we've played of Juggernaut where the Juggernaut doesn't win. Might be.
Put it in the hole. Nope.
Yeah, good enough.
Oh, hey, you did it.
Hey. Flawless victory.
Still did better than Mr. Alert, somehow. Despite dying immediately.
Well, Alan did kind of zap
Hey,
himself.
I have 100 of the coins now, so that's good. What can I buy with them? Is there anything you can get for 100 of them?
I don't know.
I got 69 of them.
They got maps. Oh, can I get I can get a theme. I can get orange for 100. I can get tank parts. Not for 100, I can't.
Cosmetics. 100 cosmetics,
yeah.
maybe.
And some items. I can get items, but those are single use. I guess I'll just keep banking them. Like the cheapest cosmetic anything is like 150.
Yeah.
All right, marksman. All right, I'm ready to lose. I'm ready to also get killed in the second round.
Gotta admit, they had us in the first.
Yeah. They had us in the first half, I didn't lie.
You know, it's a hell of a halftime speech right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
That was a pregame movement.
Okay, let's try and get on the tip. There we go.
Right
We're
to
on the
left.
tip.
oh, no.
Overshotted or undershotted by that much.
All right.
Hashtag Geralt.
Ooh, with portals. All right.
Yeah. This is gonna be a short,
You might hit the
short,
drone, which will shoot me.
short one for me too, lads.
What do I have?
I got fuck nothing.
I guess we're
Maybe.
starting off with ye old banana.
I don't have any spray and pray.
Oh, very nice.
Oh.
Ow. Hi.
All right.
Oh, too far.
Overshot a little bit.
Oh, we're not.
Everybody shut their whore mouths.
Lucky. Oh, Alan, this
that's
is
a
like
big
child's play for
move.
Alan.
That's a big
Alan
move,
went off
game.
because it wasn't a challenge.
I don't know. If you hit the edge of the black hole, you might be able to do it. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll go a little.
but it's risky, right? You don't know.
Or if you land underneath it with an airstrike or something.
There we
That
go.
looked cool.
Very good use of the rainbow.
Oh,
Jordy LaForge gonna sue somebody.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Go banana.
Banana.
Get
Oh,
rid of all
shit,
my
that's on the
crappy
other
stuff
side of the map.
while the target is big. Otherwise, I also can you see how powerful my anus is? Hands free, baby.
The Impaler.
Fuck. Shit.
I like how the portal didn't materially change anything.
Yeah, I didn't want to call anything, dude, because it was like, well, maybe.
But like,
It's like I wanted to try and get the tracer onto the portal so it would land properly, but it didn't. It was a little bit short.
There we go.
ooh,
All right.
uh,
A valiant
try.
effort.
Fuck you.
Blew my wad.
he's doing trigonometry right now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Advanced
it's,
calculus.
it's the cat with the math of running over their head.
Nope.
Wasn't that illegal like
Oh.
400 years ago? You can't do trigonometry.
Cat's doing math. Yeah, I'll take it. I've lost enough of these fucking games. I'll take it when I get it.
Bonk.
Moons.
Just getting rid of all of these moons while I can.
Fuck.
Oh,
can
that's
do it.
actually right on my tracer from my last shot.
I think you can get that.
Oh. There is a timeline that happens, but I'm not sure it's gonna be this one.
I'm not looking forward to the next one to spawn because it's gonna be like somewhere extra fucky. Oh,
Dang it.
Dang it, Bobby. It handed that one to me on a fucking silver platter. Like, I'm not gonna claim any skill there.
There's always a favorite child when playing marksman.
Sometimes God likes you, sometimes God hates you. That's just how it is.
Oh, I didn't have moons. All right, we're gonna close this out with some Soka.
Yes. And unlike Ahsoka, this will be over quickly and not dragged out. Or maybe it might be. I don't know. Depending on where the ball
Ahsoka,
flies.
Asuka. Star Wars.
Wasn't that from Evangelion? Yeah.
I was thinking
Oh,
Suki
Asuka.
from that vampire. Vampire.
Damn.
You mean Gadzuki?
Shuke.
Shuke. Yeah.
Shuke.
He said it.
What
Shuki?
if what if
little
Suki
Shuki?
was like Godzuki and it was like True Blood, except there's like little baby Godzilla.
I'm kind of desperate for something to watch. I'd try it out. I remember that ball being
Right.
larger.
Let's
I think you
Sow
can
some
modify
chaos.
the size of the ball, maybe.
boing.
Hey, good ball. Good
Oh,
ball.
bounce explode. What are you doing?
Okay, now the ball is here apparently.
Yeah, just aim down. Like, I'm getting rid of this shit. Driller. Yeah, you know what? Helicopter strike that shit. No! Wait, you know what? That still might work.
Ow!
All right.
Toasty.
No bad ball. Stop
Aw.
going in that. Fucking hell.
Oh, that's as far as I can go. All right. For all this, there's only one thing you should know.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
One thing. I don't know why. Oh, that was pretty.
Well, that'll
Oh.
hit it. Go, go, go.
All right, I hit the ball. I'm happy about
Yeah.
All
this.
right, I'm back on my mission here.
Purple rain, purple rain. Blurple, I guess. It's blue.
There we go. All right. No!
Yes.
Hey!
Fuck no.
No!
Well, here we are again, my old friends. Go, banana!
Oof.
Nice.
No.
All right.
All right, Daniel, I'm gonna need some spare dams here.
I'm trying. I'm doing my best.
We gotta knock their goal down a bit.
No, you don't.
We gotta. All right, you want to work on that?
No, I geo-engineered that. That's perfect. Leave it alone. I wasted my first two
Let's
rounds.
see. No, I don't want the builder because that puts it higher up. Unless I hit Mir with the builder.
That didn't do fuck no.
What if you hit Bob with the builder? All right. What can I do?
I don't know what the bounder does. Let's figure it out.
It bounds. It leaps and bounds.
This is a good mode for that, isn't it? I was like, the fuck's this?
Yes. Okay, so how's that different from a regular shot game?
Fishy, fishy, fishy.
Viva
Yes, fishy.
No.
God damn it.
Man, I love having like a maxed out gas tank. I can change my mind about where I want to be. It's so good. Nope.
Knock that shit down.
My lump's bigger than yours.
What the hell's that?
I don't. Some bullshit Alan has.
Okay, let's go.
Whoa.
Here I goes.
What the fuck?
It's fucking bullshit, random nonsense.
What did this do? Yeah. Now the ball's just stuck.
It's just embedded in the ground forever.
Yep.
He who pulls this ball from the stone will be the rightful king of
Go
England.
Twinkler. Yeah.
Henry Twinkler.
Balls.
Balls of steel.
Balls.
I think I can hit it.
That's the spirit.
Maximum kinetic energy.
I'll have you know, soldier, Sir Isaac Newton's a deadly son of a bitch in space.
Hey man, that slug keeps on moving.
No,
There we go.
no.
There we go.
Yes.
Go, go,
Fuck's
Yes.
go.
sake.
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh. Tight.
Huh. All right, so our stretch is to throw everything at it.
And pray that the spike keeps it from our side.
I'm not thinking that far ahead yet. That's
just
just a good
called
plan
ball-
either.
ball-
Yeah, let's go. Let's
All
go.
bounces, yeah.
You gotta fly by the spike of your pants.
Bonk.
No.
Fuck's sake.
Nailed it.
Again.
Again and again and again.
What do I got? Oh, I got Mohill. Got Mohill. I don't have Less Hill.
Making mountains out of
Molehill
molehills.
brings it up. Ow. 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 Ow.
That's a
It was
good
supposed
one.
to be a little further to the right.
Damn it.
Oh, it's
Not that it
completely
mattered
undone. Completely undone.
All the time I spent fucking terraforming.
Turn 8 of 10. Yeah, I think,
That is what I like to see. What the fuck does this do? Let's go. There.
fuck's sake.
Apparently that was the winning button.
The spicy bullshit button, yeah.
Hey, listen, man. I said it
skateboard.
the best of 43. No.
Oh, so close.
Also
maybe
no.
the bounce.
Oh, no, no,
More
no,
no.
There we
Damn
go.
Hey, on the board.
One.
This game's busted.
It's the penultimate turn. Is this going to be a complete booty spanking, or is there going to be some retribution where you score on yourself 8
Oh, is that what
times?
CBS stands for? All right. I always wondered. Bonk. No.
Yes.
Bounce back.
Yes. No.
Not optimal.
Suboptimal.
Boing. Boing.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
We lose.
We lose.
The game's still trying to make up its mind, though. I don't know. Is 3 greater than 1? Let me think about that for a minute.
Unless they score on themselves twice.
All right.
It was so close.
We did it,
Very
Reddit.
good.
All right.
Apparently that, like, I really wish that shit like hit, like the achievements and stuff, like when they go flying by. Like I feel nothing. I kind of wish I got some of that though. Like not enough to get like a crippling addiction out of it, but just
a little dopamine hit.
Something. Yeah, it was like my brain's just like that's wasting time. Oh man. Yeah, I think that's gonna wrap us up for tonight, lads. Oh, Cloudflare Web Analytics. Visits are up 50%, page views are up 9%, and page load times are down 7.41%.
Amazing. What does that mean?
Oh.
All right.
Firefox is beating Chrome on interfacing Linux. Firefox
Linux people. Yeah. Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you, Pedro? How you Chrome shill?
You said Firefox was beating Chrome. That tracks. It's, Linux people.
By how many people?
Did you say how many people?
No, I thought you did.
No.
Ah.
I was saying, Linux people. They use Firefox.
I thought you said by
I thought
six
you said
people.
6 people.
Yeah.
I heard 6 too.
Six
Linux people.
You know what?
Linux
I would say at least 6 Linux people use Firefox. That is a factually correct statement.
You have little faith.
Why would Julius Caesar invent that salad? He's been dead over 50 years.
Firefox is dominating.
Are
bro.
you telling me that Julius Caesar, who has been dead for at least 70 years, invented the salad, made the salad first? It's like you're not wrong, but I hate it still.
I hate that you're not wrong with that one.
By 10, if you don't count Chrome Mobile, Alan.
Probile.
Probile.
I mean, let's face it, most of us, I'm running Firefox, doing the best I can.
I would say so just because Firefox tends to be the one that comes pre-installed.
Yeah, there's that, right?
It's the
a
Internet
lot of people
Explorer
are-
effect.
Yeah, a lot of people are okay with the defaults.
Lot of handy extensions that don't exist on Chrome that exist on Firefox, especially for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's one that lets you like swap between AWS accounts, like just not doesn't exist on Chrome.
The one thing that Chrome has built into it that I didn't realize how addicted to it I was the grammar and spell checker. Like that red squiggly
Firefox
line.
can use your system's spell checker, or you can install an extension for
I
it.
got an extension that does that in grammar, but it ain't as good. Like me and that thing have beef. We got to go take it to a third party sometimes. That thing wants to drop a comma after every 3 fucking words too.
Yeah, they like the comma before and. It seems to be more powerful.
That's an Oxford comma. That's the correct way to do it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with an Oxford comma. You can end a sentence with a preposition. It's fine.
I was beaten when I did, so I always did the.
That took a dark turn from grammar, didn't it?
Commas are important. It's the difference between let's eat grandma and let's eat grandma.
Oh yeah, no, it's just in front of the and. We always got in trouble for putting a comma in front of and, but that was 40 years ago.
Yeah, by stupid pedants who actually don't know the language.
Well, I mean, commas cost more when you were writing in cursive.
Well, when you get paid per character, right? Like you don't want to charge them the extra nickel for every comma they use.
I wonder if it was a geographical thing, maybe too, maybe a Midwest thing, or
There was a point in like English history where people like it's the thing with like not ending a sentence with prepositions where it's fine to do it in English, but some people try to like enforce the rules of Latin onto English, which doesn't work because English is just a hodgepodge of random shit.
Germanic, Celt, and a little bit of.
Are you telling me the Celts were talking about cyber identities and shit like that? No, and cyber security, and
Sounds like somebody doesn't know their history, Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, I guess not. You know, that ancient Saxon Dell computer that they uncovered.
Don't you want some shit like that though?
But it's like one of those old gray and like off gray Dells, right?
Like
And Greek, but then again, everything has Greek. The Latin borrowed a lot from Greek.
yeah. Like I want some. Do you think we would ever know, dude? Like, if we got the equivalent of like dug up a Dell Mini PC, like somewhere in like I don't know the Triassic layer, like the fuck's this?
It's like I would just assume time travelers at that point
Yeah.
and be like,
It's like, okay, someone traveled back in time, right?
it's like someone's screwing around here. O'Neill, where are you? Where's your fucking camcorder?
Oh man, yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, language is, especially like English, is like I don't consider any of it like fucking static or fluid. I'm like, it's not. You know, like, give it a few decades, motherfucker. It'll sort out.
I do like how hieroglyphics are making a comeback.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's gonna be all emojis one day. I mean, there's already
Yeah.
an emoji only setting in fucking Twitch. We can turn our Twitch chat where they can only communicate in emojis.
Yes.
Sure.
Emote only mode, yeah.
And you can communicate a lot with fucking emojis, unfortunately. Like, you can
Picture says 1,000 words, right? Like
you can get a point across, man.
it's like it's the Kuleshov effect, right? You show people two unrelated images in sequence and they draw a connection.
Let's see, what could we say with the Linux Gamecast emojis in Discord?
You can express fear with me. There's the apparently
like
Scott uses
the scream emoji.
apparently Scott uses my face in other channels, and I'm just like, what the fuck? How do people even react to that? Like, who is this man? why is he screaming at me?
Are you just a generic screaming guy?
Yeah, I'm just a generic screaming guy. Listen, if that's my mark on society, I'm fine with that, honestly. If I just become a rage face, I'm cool with that.
Do we
It
have
worked for Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, this is true.
And if it's good enough for him, god damn it, it's good enough for me.
Oh man. Where do we have the where's the Jordan screaming? Oh, there. Oh, you're the horse. There.
think
J
there's-
horse.
J horse.
It's Jorse.
Oh, Strider has the one of me screaming. Never mind.
Ah, He's
Yeah,
he's got a homebrew version. He's got a knockoff.
it's a good one, honestly. I like it. I don't know what this face means. It means
Hi.
hello. I jammed my toe into a corner.
That's the face you get when we do a quick pen shot to where there's like a fucking wall and you kind of like lean up. Order. Yeah. Hi. Hi. Like, is anybody watching us?
Hello.
No.
I just like waving at cameras when people point video cameras at me. It's like,
Dude. Apparently Coke is under a popular one.
what? It's been a second since I looked over all of the ones. We got a Weed Leaf. We got Fedorf.
You want to see my packer?
We got Krieger.
You mean your beak? You want to see my packer?
Oh, dude. I guess we'll have to explain that to the fucking children one day, won't we?
We got Satan apparently. I don't have Pedro Corn.
We got Master Lutris.
We got Salty. We got Jill. we got Teal'c.
Tilk is just
Theron's
like,
a big fan of Teal'c.
yeah, that's like just part of
Yeah.
the fucking vernacular.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. Crayon.
We have the bite-sized Snickers.
Yeah, most of these show up from time to time. I forgot what this guy said.
We got Asteroid.
This is no, it's not.
Oh,
this is the
I
way.
have spoken.
I have spoken.
I've
yes.
spoken. Yes. Okay. There we go.
He's the Ugnaught. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Nick Nolte actually.
I have spoken.
I have spoken. And then he talks to the other Ugnaughts, and he's like, I have spoken. And they're like, I guess we all do talk like this, yes.
All right, beautiful people. We're gonna call it a night. You can stay up. You can stay here. We just won't be here to be hanging out with you, which would be unfortunate. But you know,
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
closing time. I'm a '90s TV show about to end.
Pretty much, right?
I don't know. Yeah, that.
I know who I want to take me home.
Yeah, right. Like that just burned my fucking brain, dude. I'm like, oh, what's the credits rolling? What? This is why we
I
need
do-
reasonably priced licensable music, because that would be dope.
I was really a fan of the Linkin Park at the end of the Transformers meme, where they just started like changing the end of movies to have like that one, like the ending of the first Transformers movie.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, with the one Linkin Park. What I've done, faced myself. Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I was a fan of that being edited over everything, because that was pretty fucking funny.
I'm surprised we don't see more like prank editing like that, considering like it's so easy to do now, right?
It's so accessible.
Yeah,
You can just download DaVinci, right? Like
Right.
Run.
doing KDN live, dude. Like it's not that big a deal. Like,
Yeah.
cool, everybody. Welcome to Linux Gamecast. Can you write welcome to what? Oh,
Yes, it
That's-
is technically an emoji. Good job, ChatGPT.
Yes,
Malicious
praise-
compliance.
Hold
Right
on. Praise the Sun, Game, and Penguin.
all right, Gemini, you're up. Hang on, we're not out of here yet. Now I got to try Gemini. Right, Linux game and emoji. Is that not how you spell emojis?
Emoji.
Emojis. All right.
EMOJI. Emoji.
All right.
There, it's not like, or maybe it's a G. Do you spell emoji?
Emoji.
I guess technically it would be pronounced emoji. Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
it is in between two vowels, so yes.
emoji.
Wow. Gimli or Gemini. I call it Gimli now.
Jim Lee.
Gimli. Like Gimli.
Jim
Give me
Lee.
that.
I mean, Jim Lee is the guy who used to like write Wildcats, and he was doing Justice League for DC for a while.
Check out this grade 8 bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, it gives you a breakdown on how to do it. Fuck you, I'm
Microphone
not
for
doing it
comment.
for you.
See, that's malicious compliance. It's like,
Yeah. Gemini's passive aggressive, dude. That's all that is.
wow.
Yeah, Studio Gimli. Man, I'd watch some films from Studio Gimli.
And my axe.
Dwarven animation. What it's all just It's all just rocks.
Let's go. I'm here for it. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend and stuff.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, man. Google's just mad because I didn't stream on YouTube tonight. That's all it is.
Yeah.